don't have control over my thing all of a sudden?
Question, you guys see the white around the outsides of the map?
Let me zoom out. Yeah,
Okay, here. Hold on.
just disappeared from me for a sec.
I can turn him, I just can't move him. Put another version of him down, I guess. Oh, you squished him! That's why! You changed him, which changed control over it. Alright. And now I can't let go. Why won't it let me let go? Stop turning him!
Okay, there we go. Now can you see the whites outside the map?
I see white.
If you zoom out,
Or is it just black?
So that said the low polygon
It's
count
all
alone
white for
makes
me.
it a terrible fate.
Wish there was like a night mode for dark times. Really don't like the just white outsides. Okay.
I'm gonna have to leave and come back into the room, it looks like. I cannot stop spinning my character. You squished him and then I lost control, yet now it spins whenever I move my mouse.
And then leave and come back.
Alright.
got control again.
Yeah, I can control him now. Cool.
There we go. The map looks perfect. It's just a little bit of a black outline, and that's it.
Oh yeah, everything's good from my end.
Joy of just refreshing a page.
Okay. And now, the traditional D20 luck roll.
Should it be a D10 luck roll?
Well, it ended up being a 10.
You want to make one, Kiri?
Okay.
Okay. So we begin our story on about 10:30 at a mansion outside the outskirts of Vegas. As a rumbling fills the air that continues to get louder and louder until outside the walled gates of the mansion, two Harley Davidsons pull up.
Mm-hmm.
A tall, lanky man steps off one,
And I step off on the other.
okay, you want to describe yourself, Kiri?
All right, I am Ashley. My character. I'm Ashley Faith. She's where'd my character sheet go? She is 5'6". She's wearing a leather jacket over a denim jacket. Is there? She has dark brown hair, pretty pale. Looks to be about maybe late 20s. Definitely female. And the jacket has the logos of the Hell's Bells, a relatively small, or at least a relatively known biker gang.
As the two get off their bike, off the bikes, they're standing in front of a gated wall. The tall, lanky man begins to walk over to a buzzer on the wall, and buzzes in. A staticky voice comes to the buzzer. Who is it? This is Talion with Ashley. The lanky man replies, and the gates slowly open as two cars pull up in front of the mansion.
Huh.
The cars continue on right past the motorcycles into the parking area of the mansion. As Ashley and Talion get on their motorcycles and drive them in.
All right.
A kind of disheveled-looking older man, maybe in his late 40s, gets out wearing a kind of a dress shirt and trench coat, and out of the other car comes out.
Jack Danvers. I look 28. I've got relatively shoulder length. That's kind of in a fuzz. Black hair. My cheeks don't look that pale. But there's clearly something off if you look close long enough. I'm about 6'4". I've got a long, very dark, not black but brown suede trench coat. There appears to be something shiny as I walk, shining just inside the trench coat. You don't know what it is, but every once in a while the light catches off of it and shows a faint brass, a shiny faint brass. Besides that, as I'm getting out, I take a look around as if I'm expecting the entire area, and I just follow after the older looking man at this point.
Okay. And as you two kind of meet up, as your two sires start walking next to each other, the Brujas seem to know each other. And as you come to the door of the mansion and you hear the gates start to close, immediately the sound of the gates, the closing mechanism of the gates stops whirring. And you turn around and see a Ferrari come through, a deep red colored Ferrari come through the gate. Out of it steps a tall, heavy set African American male and a skinny, maybe late 30s Asian man step out, and they meet you at the gate.
Can I roll to basically use my security expertise to see if there's anything besides what you were seeing security wise here?
Yeah.
What do you want? Perception?
Actually, that's gonna be perception security.
All right, perception security. All right, so let me see. That's 6. So how many successes?
You've got about 2 successes. Yeah, you've got 2 successes.
What do I see?
See, the gates, besides the gates and the large walls surrounding the mansion, you note that it seems like any animals, like there's a few crows in the mansion, seem to be keeping their eyes on you.
Okay. But I don't see any bars on windows or heavy shutters or anything, or...
No, this mansion seems to be kept very, very stately. Outside, it doesn't have any of the telltale signs that you would see of something that believes it's going to be robbed.
All right.
That has to
What's the outside material made of? Does it look like imitation stone, or is it actual?
It's
real...
actual stone. This is actual old stone.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Glassy place.
No.
It seems like the stone. It doesn't. No, you don't know that. But yeah, it's actual stone. There's some moss growing on the sides of it. Here, the 2 sires come up and ring and knock on the door. Or the 3 sires go up and knock on the door. A tall, elderly man, maybe looks to be about in his 60s, answers the door. There's some hushed words, and the doors are opened, and you two, the tall Asian man, you're all motioned in.
I follow.
Okay. Your sires actually remain outside, kind of standing next to the doors or sitting down.
I walk in confidently. I'm not scared to not be next to my sire. Just want to that.
I'll walk in, but I'm like maybe 4 or 5 feet just behind Jack. Well, trying to maybe moving my eyes about, like to try see as much as I can.
The overweight African male kind of does a courteous nod towards Talion. Talion kind of looks at him with a scowl and replies with a flip-off finger. The man kind of looks disgruntled and walks into the building. The butler looks at you all, says, Master Anazi, and I don't know what his character's name is. The prince will meet you in the guest room. You two can continue on into the office. And he points to a room in between the 2 ascending staircases.
Thank you.
As we're walking, Jack's gonna put his hand out to Ashley and say, "Name's Jack. Guess we're in this together right now."
I extend my hand out and grasp his as well, and give like a good firm squeeze. Name's Ashley.
I pull her closer, and then I say, "Next time, walk together. Confidence is rewarded." And then I let go of her hand and continue moving forward.
Okay.
You continue on. You're now in front of the large wooden doors.
I give it 3 knocks.
Come in.
Open the door and walk in.
I follow.
You open up into a rather opulent office room. Large bookcases line the walls, and there seems to be 2 kind of shelves at the back of the room with kind of knickknacks that you aren't really sure where they come from.
Are there chairs?
Yes, there are quite a few chairs, but there seem to be 2 set in front of the main desk.
I sit down in one of the chairs, and I motion for Ashley to do the same.
And I sit.
You note that the windows of this room are drawn tight and closed off. Across from you from the desk stands maybe a 5'6" man with mainly olive skin and golden curls. He's dressed in a expensive suit and seems to have a cane with a mongoose head sitting at the side of the desk. He looks at you for a few seconds.
Hello.
Pleasure to meet you, my prince.
Benedict will work. No needs for all the formalities.
Thank you for your time, Benedict.
I understand that you 2 are ready to finally become full kindred.
Yes.
That is what I am told, and I accept that judgment.
Your sires have trained you for the past... how long?
2 years for me.
4 years here.
Can you repeat the traditions for me, Jack?
1 second, Flux, because you know I gotta look it up, because I don't have them memorized. I'm gonna make sure I don't repeat them perfectly, though, because I've kind of been in my own business as much as I've been trained. So let me find them. Sex. Oh, here it is. The first tradition speaks of not sucking blood. No, I'm sorry. That's never.
His nose kind of wrinkles.
Never reveal thy true nature to anyone.
He nods. Next.
Second one is. Let me read this real quick. The domain is thy own. All others owe respect while in it. None may challenge thy word in thy domain. And with that, I give a little bow in the chair to show respect to the prince.
Don't worry, you've already shown the needed courtesy.
Shall I go on, Benedict?
Continue.
The third says, "Thou cannot sire without permission." And this is where he gets his memory hits him just a touch. Without thy aid, if thou Christ, and if you do, you will be destroyed, as is the right of the elder of the area.
He kind of waggles his head a little bit, more or less. The fourth.
Yeah.
This one I know by heart because of my own personality. Thou shalt create thy own. God, what is that word? Is it children?
Child.
No, it's child er. How do you pronounce that?
Chowder.
Child. Thou create thy own childer until thy progeny shall be released. Thou shalt command them in all things. Their sins are thine to endure.
Sure you're quite aware of that one. The fifth.
Honor one's other domain. When thy commits to a foreign city, thou shalt present thyself to the one who ruleth there. Without the word of acceptance, thou art nothing.
And sixth.
And this one, I want to say I know this one by heart because this is something I would be, as a cop, would be fully against anyways. Thou art forbidden to destroy another of thy kind. The right of destruction belongs only to thy elder. Only the elder among thee shall call the blood hunt.
Correct. He now turns to Ashley. What are the specific rules of Vegas?
What stays in Vegas, stays in Vegas. What happens in Vegas, stays in Vegas. My lord.
Brow slowly furrows. What are the specific kindred rules of Vegas?
I unfortunately do not know that specifically, my lord, other than just follow the tenants. Huh?
Want to do a check for it?
Yeah, what kind of...
Or would you like Ashley to actually know?
I kind of would actually like Ashley to know that. She kind of should know that.
Then that's going to be an intelligence and a... What should we say that would be? Skills.
Probably law.
Yeah, law would probably work. Politics, law, etiquette might work in the skills.
So yeah, that's going to be an intelligence and law.
All right. Assuming I do this right. I'm going to guess those probably aren't passing.
Yeah. Okay, now, so that means I'm not telling you any of them. So if you wish to guess them, you may, or you can admit that you don't know them.
I apologize, my lord, but I do not know the specific rules about the children in Vegas outside of following the traditions of the Camarilla.
You know, actually, this makes sense for Kiri's character because Kiri's not Vegas born. Kiri is a biker gang. I just want to say out of character. I like that. I like this turn of event.
He looks kind of angry. Holds up his hand. 1. No kindred can play poker.
No poker.
2. You cannot lose more than $10 million in a single night.
No more than 10 million in a night.
3. Do not feed upon the casino owners or hotel managers. People notice if they go missing.
Do not feed upon the casino owners and managers, as people notice they go missing.
4. Do not interfere with the mob or the Rothsteins.
Let the mob deal with their own, don't interfere.
Correct.
That seems easy. I can follow those easily, my lord.
Please commit them to memory.
I will.
Now,
Well, wait a second. What was the no? There was no feeding on what owners?
Casino owners and managers.
hotel managers or casino owners.
This was out of character, by the way. I'm trying to write it down. I forgot to do it when we talked about it earlier. Okay, thank you.
Now, on to the reason you're called here. You were technically considered full kindred the moment your sires release you, but to continue operating in Vegas, I have a request of you to prove your worth to the kindred community here.
What is the tasks?
It's a simple one of finding someone. People are going missing in Vegas more than they should be. Normally people go missing maybe 5 a month, maybe 10, depending on how things are going. Maybe more if the Sabbat show up. But we're seeing the numbers of 20, 25, 30 going missing every month.
That's odd.
At this point, Jack would like to do an investigation check. has something come across his desk pertaining to this?
Okay, go ahead and do an intelligence investigation.
Sir.
Actually, that wouldn't be. Well, that wouldn't be investigation, really.
Wouldn't? Investigation covers all aspects of it in this game.
Jeez, I just need a list of the frickin' abilities. You know what? Sure, fine. Do an and do a wits investigation to know if it quickly comes to your mind.
Okay.
Okay, you do remember. It hasn't been a big thing, but you know that there have been more missing people reports. The Vegas Police Department doesn't really seem to take them that seriously because it's Vegas. People just kind of go missing or disappear from the town every so often.
People tend to drift through town a lot. Yeah, I get it. Okay. But I have an idea of where to start at least.
Yes.
Okay, good. That's all I was going for.
I have inquired with other kindred in the city. None of them are responsible, or they are lying. I have even inquired with the Rothsteins. They swear that they are not responsible. As far as that is trustworthy, I'm going with trust them for now. If all other avenues of investigation fail, then we'll go down that route.
Okay.
Make sure to come to you if we meet
Yes.
nothing but dead ends.
Do not interact with the Rothsteins without mine or Montrose's permission.
Yes, sir.
Do not need a clan war started.
Yes, sir.
Same goes for the mob, since they're so closely tied.
No argument here. So, is there any any specific suspects that you have in mind?
I am not certain. I would suggest start checking in with Montrose at the Excalibur. He's more aware of what's going on in the Strip, and the Shreknet has been keeping attention to any missing people in Las Vegas.
Okay.
He would be better equipped to inform you of what's going on.
All right.
Sir, respectfully, I will take this up with my department, which I am still involved with at this point. I believe I can use the police resources to find clues as well.
Very well.
Okay. And with that, I get up. How do you do respectful but not do a bow? What's the what?
I mean, it's essentially just it's respectful but not a bow. Just continues to lighter and lighter bows, dude. From full bow to a nod.
Yes. I will give him
all sides of respect have essentially become different.
Yeah, I know.
Bows.
I give him a respectful nod and hope to get on the case, and I tell him so. I would like to get on this right away if I can, sir.
Very well.
And I get up and I start to leave.
I get up and I also do a respectful bow, and I mention that I could at least speak with some of the people at the Hell's Bells. Maybe some of them have heard something.
If you find it to be another kindred, inform me or Montrose first before attacking.
We will.
At that, I turn around. If they attack us in the process of finding out it's them, run and get to you first. Is that my commandment?
No, by all means. Camarilla laws protect against unwanted attacks. If someone attacks you, you are within your full right to defend yourself.
Just wanted to make sure I was clear on what your position is on that. Thank you, sir. And I go back to leaving.
I head out as well.
You guys head out into the main entrance hallway. The butler smiles at you and have a nice day, sirs. And as you head out into the cold air of the night, you actually see Benedict walk out of the office room and head over into the guest room.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna try to stick around to see what's happening. it's been very clear that we have gotten a job, and I can
Yeah.
see the cases need to be solved.
Yeah.
So, Jack is just gonna say, I have a car. You can follow me, or we can or you can join me in my car. I am going to the police department first. I've already have a hint, something that's come across my desk a few times that may give us some clues.
I
I don't think I can bring you.
yeah.
I look at her up and down into the station. So if you would like to split up right now, that's fire as well.
If you're willing,
I know where I need to go to start this trail.
yeah. I'm gonna go ask Talon and a couple other members of the Hell's Bells and see if they've heard anything. Want to establish like some kind of meetup point or something? Oh yeah. Also,
You know what?
Asking me?
You know what? Oh, go ahead.
What are you asking me? You see Callie, and he's actually leaning outside the wall, along with your siren. You.
well, people have been going missing at a very, very high clip. So we're basically been tasked to try and find out what's going on. The suspicion is that either could be maybe some random Sabat or just like some kindred that's basically going a bit feral, as it were. So
I'm gonna look my sire in the eye, and I'm not gonna speak over her, but I'm gonna wait for an end of a sentence, and then basically point in. I'm
Right.
gonna say, I already have a clue, but I need to go to the station. You okay to get back to where you need to go?
Yeah, I got it.
All right.
anyway,
And with that, I tell her my address to one of my safe houses, one of my apartments. I tell her we'll meet here,
Right.
and I hand her a spare key.
okay. And continuing on my conversation with Talene,
And I
so
go to my car and I get in and I start driving off.
Your siren
Yeah.
essentially, and waits a few minutes and continues on.
all right. So basically, if there's anyone that you think in the gang that might have heard something, I figure we could maybe start with asking some of them, because I know we got a couple ghouls, so maybe they might have some ear to the ground that we're not hearing.
I haven't been in town for a while. Check in with Trevor.
Check in with Trevor. Okay.
Main garage. He might be better suited to knowing what's going on.
All right, I'll check him out. So have a good one, boss.
He actually starts to turn away before you see the butler come out. Master Talion, Benedict would like to speak with you. Talion kind of grumbles and turns around a lot and starts to walk in before the doors are shut.
I'm going to walk away and get to my bike, and I'm just going to immediately head off to Trevor.
Okay. Let's start with Neo heading to the Las Vegas Police Department.
Yeah, I'm heading to my station, and I'm gonna park in the normal space I take. Not doing anything funny. I'm like I've walked in every single day, and I'm gonna go to my office, and I'm going to start there and see if I can find any papers on my desk as a starting point. What do you want?
You're just searching your papers or checking.
I'm checking the papers in my office first because that's where I got the hint that something's there. If I can't find anything, then I was going to head downstairs to the records room.
Okay. Do an investigation intelligence check for me.
Okay. Let's see. Okay.
Okay, you do find something. There's been one cop put on the missing persons, pretty much all of them, which is a heavy workload. There's about maybe 70 missing persons at any given time in Vegas. The cop's name is Jake.
Okay, let me write down note real quick. Jake and his last name?
Lemont.
Lemert?
Lemont. LEMONT.
ONT. Okay, limit. All right.
It's got a phone number. That, you kind of check that and then check the kind of office records, and you have his phone number and everything if you wish to call him.
What would it be to check to know if where his desk is?
You work there, so shouldn't you know?
I mean, it is if Flux says it is, but these are the questions you ask the DM. Do I know where his desk is in the office?
Give me a. Yeah, you know where it is. It's kind of off in the corner of the room, stacked high with papers.
Speaking of which, what's my current case? Or did I recently close it and now I'm basically waiting an assignment?
You currently don't have any specific case.
Okay, good. Perfect. All right, I'm going to go over to his desk and see if he's in.
Okay. Lemon isn't in right now.
Damn. All right, I'm going to go to the there's normally a person that sits at the front of the bullpen. Their only job is to relay messages between cops. I'm going to go to her or him.
Okay. It's a kind of older lady, maybe in her 50s. And she's on there, currently typing away at the computer.
What's her name?
Alice.
Help
you, Jacob?
Yeah, Alice. Have you seen Lament around?
He was in here about maybe half an hour ago. He said he was heading over to the Luxor to check on something. Be able to find him there.
Alice, you'd know more than me. You know I barely pay attention enough around here. Does he have a cell phone?
Lemon? No, Lemon's a bit more old-fashioned than most people. I don't even think he has a real telephone at home. I think he just uses the one here at work.
Damn, I need to ask him something. All right. If he comes in, could you let him know I was looking for him?
Yeah, sure. Do you have a cell phone?
Actually, I do. Yeah.
I'll let him know to call you from the work phone if he gets in.
Yeah. Worst case scenario. Wait, we're Flux. This is something you guys would know more. Were beepers still a thing in the late night?
They were.
Yes.
All right.
Beepers and pagers, yeah.
Worst case scenario. Hit me on my beeper.
Gotcha.
If he can. All right. Thanks. Do you know if the records room is open? Still open?
Yeah, I think so. I think Nina's still down there working on something.
All right, thanks.
Lights should still be on. It should still be unlocked.
All right, thanks. And then I head down to the records room.
Okay. It's a short trip down the steps into a rather dingy lit room filled to the brim with stacks of paper and drawers. There's a large table. There's a few tables off to the sides and a large table in the center. And you see a younger woman, maybe in about her 20s, looking over a bunch of papers.
All right, I'm gonna walk up. Nina?
Oh, hey, Jacob.
I'm in between cases right now. You know how I love to look into older ones when that's the case. I heard there's a lot of missing people going around. You wouldn't have
that's Lemon's duty.
I know, but you know the guy's just swamped. If you haven't noticed, so I thought maybe since I got the free time, I'd look into it myself.
Yeah, sure. I'm not sure where Lemon keeps the papers, but you should be able to check if he hasn't taken everything up to his desk. You should be able to check that drawer over there. She kind of points over the wall.
All right, thanks, and I head over.
Okay.
What do you want me to roll, or just it's okay to just rifle through?
If you just want to rifle through, you can get a basic thing. But if you want to do a roll and actually look over the papers a bit more,
yeah, I wanna look over and see if there's actually anything in there.
Okay, then give me an investigation perception check.
Okay. Oh! Okay.
You find some papers. These are older missing persons that haven't actually been succeeded or actually haven't been found. It's quite a few of them still in Vegas, and they, from the cold cases saying that eventually they kind of wear out, but no one really seems to keep up to date in removing them from the piles. And with your amount of successes, you actually note that coming from Benedict, where he told you that normally it's about maybe 10, 15 people a month, you note that you kind of see that, but every maybe about 15 years, it seems to jump up to about like 40, 50 people missing a month for about like half a year, and then it goes back down to normal numbers.
All right, is there a copier in the room? I don't actually know the actual thing. Do I actually take the physical copies or
You'd make a copy.
Yeah, okay.
Unless you're actually taking them up to your desk like Leonard did.
No, I'm gonna make a copy. Nina, you don't mind if I make a couple of copies, do you?
Yeah, sure. I needed to go upstairs to get some coffee anyway, so help yourself.
All right, thanks. And I go, and not only the ones that are the current bump. I want to get a record.
Actually, for the current ones, you didn't find that many.
Okay.
From what Nina said, you assumed they're mostly upstairs.
Okay. So the past bump, about 3 or 4 before it, and 3 to 4 after it, and all the ones in the middle, the one that was 15 years ago, I want to make a copy. I want to take that up to my desk.
Okay. It's a bunch of papers, so it takes maybe 10 minutes. By the time you're done, and Nina heads back down, comes back downstairs with some coffee. She actually has a cup for you, hands it to you.
Thank you. And I hold it, and then I tell her,
Oh, actually, sorry. Hold on. Quick pause. By the way, I need both you guys to roll a D. What's your guys' blood pool?
we never
What
10.
generation are you guys?
I'm 13th.
You're what?
13th.
I'm a 10th.
Okay, so I believe that means you have a blood pool of 13, Neo.
I got one of 10.
Kiri has one of 10, so I'm going to need you to roll a 13.
Okay, D13. That's fine.
And Kiri roll a D10.
I'm not liking that 5.
I got a 9.
Okay. So, and Neo, because I forgot, what's your humanity?
My humanity is a good 6.
Okay. Are you applying the 2 points to make it so you're actually breathing, blinking, and doing all the normal human things in the room right now?
Yes, I'm pretending.
Okay. So drop your blood pool by 2. Okay. Nina hands you the cup of coffee.
Okay, so that's a blood pool of 7 right now. I hold it and I kind of I look really intently at the papers and I tell, thanks for the coffee as I start to walk up.
Why does that bring you down to 7?
That brings me down to 7, yes, because I'm pretending I'm human. I have to do this every time I'm in the office.
Yeah, but that's like an extra 2, so would that be 11?
Oh, I lose 2, not gain 2.
Wait, gain? What?
No, he spends anything under 8 spends that many. Anything under 8 humanity spends that many blood points to look and be human for about an hour.
But I got 9.
Yeah. I think he means like humanity level.
Yeah, humanity. So your humanity's 6.
Okay.
So it costs you 2 blood points to look human for an hour.
Okay, not a worry. Well, a little bit of worry, but fine. All right. So I am at 7 blood points. Okay. All right. I with the papers, on the way, is there a bathroom between the 2 points of my desk and the copy room?
Well, yeah, there is.
All right. I go in the bathroom with the coffee. I go into a stall, pretend like I'm gonna take a shit and dump it down.
Okay.
And then flush it, throw the coffee cup in the trash can, and then I spent a good 5 minutes in there, just really, really take a little bit of time, and then I head out and I go up to my desk.
Okay.
I just take a look. I straighten anything up that's really messy, and then I leave.
Yeah, and you taking the papers with you?
Yeah,
Like a
taking the
folder?
papers with me.
Okay. Gotcha. We're gonna cut to Ashley.
Alright, so I head to the main garage and I head on in. How many people are in the garage? It's like,
There's maybe 2 or 3 people in the garage. Most of them are working on their bikes. One guy's working on a hot rod.
do I see Trevor?
Yeah, you see Trevor there. He's the guy working on a hot rod.
Alright, I walk up to Trevor. Hey, Trevor.
What's your humanity?
My humanity is 6, and
Okay, are you also spending the 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that brings me down to 4.
You're down to 3 because you rolled a 5.
Okay. Oh, okay. So that's.
You're gonna have
Oh, that's how it works.
soon.
Thank God, Bruja get herds.
I mean, some do.
Anyway, hey, Trevor, you got a minute? Speak in your office.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have an office actually, but yeah, sure, we can talk out here.
I look to the other 2 guys there, kind of like giving a look of can we really talk in front of these guys? Can we talk in front of these guys, or?
You know Trevor's not a ghoul.
No, he's not.
Trevor's not a ghoul.
Oh, okay.
That's why you were asked about the blood points.
Yep.
Maybe 2 or 3 ghouls in the gang at any given time before they get moved up, and you know Trevor's not one of them.
All right. So, Trevor, you been hearing about what's going on in Vegas, like with all the missing people?
Oh, missing people? Yeah. I had a buddy, also named Trevor, frankly, who went missing. I'm trying to find out where he went.
Like, where was he going, or what was he doing?
To be honest, I don't know. He just didn't show up one day at the garage, and we're not sure where he went. We checked with people, just was doing his normal stuff. Last they saw him, he went to the Luxor.
Be right back.
To the Luxor. Alright. Yeah. And did you know anyone else that's disappeared, or is it just Trevor that you knew?
It's less than just the other Trevor. I've heard there's word on the streets a lot of people are going missing. Everyone's kind of scared.
I don't know. Make something nice.
I know I should be paying it.
What's going on? Did you lose someone?
Just heard from a friend that apparently a friend of theirs kind of had a disappearing spell, but came back about 2 or 3 days later.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, but apparently, pretty much the others that disappear, they don't return. So my friend was just lucky.
Yeah, it's a shame. But I mean, that's the kind of town Vegas is. Some people just decide they're done one day and just go up and leave.
It's mob rule town. What do you expect?
Okay.
So,
I think we need to have a talk with Kiri real quick. Kiri, this late in Vegas' history, the mob was mainly not an actual in control of anything.
No, yes, it is.
Oh, it is?
It's not. This doesn't follow actual historic Vegas.
Oh, right.
The Giovanni are here. The mob are here.
Oh, fair enough. Sorry then. My bad.
anyway, so basically he was heading to the Luxa.
Yeah, last I heard, his mom said he took a bunch of money. Said he was gonna go make him some money, and then he just disappeared.
You have a picture of him?
Kind of looks to his wallet. No, not really.
Shame.
Kind of weird. Guys don't do that, Ashley.
Couldn't hurt to ask. Maybe one of the guys there could have recognized him. Maybe security.
So funny.
Yeah. Well, thanks for your help, Trevor. Have a good one.
You know where the boss went? He left with you about an hour ago.
Yeah, the meeting we went to, he was asked to stay.
Okay.
So he should be back maybe like later tonight or tomorrow night.
Okay. Well, see, Ash.
Have a good one. And I head out very determinedly to my bike and drive off to the address that Jack gave me.
Okay. Where are you going, Neil?
I'm gonna head to my apartment. Gonna wait about an hour, hour and a half max, to see if my new buddy shows up.
Okay. About a half an hour into the waiting, there's a knock at your door.
Okay, I'm gonna look through the keyhole, which I have a cover on. Because any bit of sunlight is deadly to a vampire, so I have a cover on everything. Who do I say?
Yeah, Ashley.
Okay, I open the door. Come on in.
Hey, Jack. Can I come in?
Okay.
So,
So here's what I got. These papers show that this is not the first time this has happened. And I point to the desk over there if she wants to go through them.
I'll
This
walk
happens
over the desk.
every 15, 20 years. Suddenly the number of people missing jumps.
Huh.
The detective that's currently on this case wasn't there. He's heading to he's at the Luxor right now. I was gonna head
Yeah,
there I was gonna head there
that's...
myself, but I decided to check and see what you're up to first.
Yeah. Trevor, the guy I met up with, a friend of his went missing, and he was last seen at the Luxor himself as well.
All right, this is where Jack is going to use his knowledge of vampires. Who controls the Luxor?
Okay. Give me a. Yeah, actually, the Luxor isn't that controlled by any vampires.
So it's not a vampire-controlled hotel. I mean, casino.
No, it's not.
Okay.
There's a few that are, like the Rothstein's control one, and Montrose hangs out in another. But the Luxor isn't controlled by anyone specifically.
It's not controlled by the mob either.
As far as you know, not really. And no more than any real casino is controlled by the mob.
All right. Remind me, what was our instructions when it came to the mob?
We are to not interfere. If they're doing something, if they're whacking somebody, we just walk away. Let them do their thing.
All right, no. We're supposed to go to the prince first. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go down to Luxor. I'm going to try and meet up with my detective friend. You go around and Jack's going to reach into his safe and he's going to pull out $2,000.
Okay.
Have some fun. Ask around. Don't play poker.
Yeah.
And he's gonna and I think that's what we're gonna do. I also think, respectively, and understand you love your bike, but I think we should start going in the same vehicle now.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna drop you off at let me look at this map. All right. I'm gonna drop her off at the start of the monorail so that she can actually ride it to the Luxor. Well, I'm just gonna drive right up to it.
All right. Give me a second to see where the Luxor is. Right there. Okay.
Yeah, there's an entire Luxor monorail that takes between 4 or 5 casinos and hotels. So I'm gonna drop her off at where it starts and have her ride it in. We're gonna go in separately.
Where does it start? Cosmopolitan?
Flux, where would you say it starts? Looking at the map.
What?
Because you're the one in charge.
Where the Luxor monorail starts?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, I'm gonna say it actually just runs down that part of the strip, so you can probably get down on Tropicana Avenue.
Okay, that's where I'll drop her off. All right.
All right.
can vampires tell when another one's running low on blood?
No.
Okay, all right. Then
Before we head,
just stop showing the, other than in like social areas where they stop doing the showing the signs of being human and trying to avoid contact. But between you two, you're probably not showing the signs of humans anyways right now.
hey, before we head out, don't mean to be like a bit picky sounding, but do you happen to have like a bag?
Do I have a spare bag in the fridge?
Do you?
Look.
Would you be the person to do that?
Yeah, I probably would, because I would. There's going to be times when I'm not able to go to one of my 7 sources. So I would probably have a couple bags of backup.
Okay. Jacob has about maybe 3-4 bags in the fridge.
All right.
I'll just take one.
I know. I'm gonna. Even though I'm a cop, it does not go unnoticed. You take too many of these. You owe me, and I hand her a bag.
Okay.
That's 1 blood point for Ashley. And give me a moment. I can use this real quick.
No problem. So, Gary, how are you liking it so far?
So far, so good. I kind of realizing we had a little bit of an oversight at the beginning. We didn't ask if we if we were fully fed or not before the start of the adventure.
No, that's what the blood point roll is. At the start of every session, you do your blood point roll, and that determines what your status is.
Okay, so my status was because I rolled the 5 because it's
You've
a 3.
You've been on the road, out of town. That's how you can role play it. You haven't had a chance to feed. I live in town. I have locally grown sources that I'm upkeep.
Okay, so that means that I basically have 4 blood points right now.
Yes. Careful with that. You get down to 0, you fucked.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you go feral. At that point, you're no longer an NPC. You're basically an NPC. Or is that when you have reached 0 humanity?
You go down to 0, you go into the catatonic state. If I remember correctly.
You reach 0, you frenzy and try to find something. If it takes too long, you go total.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
All right. And I drive her, bang speed limits. I'm not in a huge rush. I'm not pulling the sirens or lights or anything. I just take her to the start and tell her, just follow the signs. They'll take you to Luxor. You go in like you're just looking to, spend some money, ask around.
All right.
So where exactly did she just said he went to the Luxor?
Yeah, Luxor.
No, not you. I'm talking to Flux right now. Sorry.
Yeah, Lemon went to the Luxor.
Okay.
What was what Al said.
All right. I haven't gotten anything on my beeper. My cell phone hasn't gone off.
No, not yet.
Okay.
It's reaching about 2 o'clock, by the way.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna before I drop her. We got Vegas. The sun comes up like 6 a.m. Right? Flux.
5:28.
5:28. All right. Sun's coming up in 2.5 hours. You got an hour.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So I take the monorail and I go into the Luxor.
And I drive and I park in the parking lot and all that stuff. Is there cop parking? I'm not sure how Vegas does that sort of thing.
No, not really.
Fair enough. I park and I walk up.
If there was, it'd be something more of a unofficial business.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, I'm gonna. What? Oh, that's Facebook. Thanks, Facebook. I'm gonna go up to a communication desk, like the reception desk or something.
Okay, you actually see a younger man there, maybe in his 20s. Can I help you, sir?
Yes, I'm gonna pull out my badge. Yeah, one of my fellow detectives was here earlier. I'm trying to find him. Fortunately, he doesn't carry a cell phone on him or a beep or anything. But named by uh named by Jake Lamont.
Yeah, oh, you mean Mr. Lement?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
Lemon.
was here. He was asking questions I didn't really know how to answer. He talked to the manager, and then I think he's currently talking to the pit boss right now. He points
All right,
over
can
to
you?
one of the rooms.
All right, thank you.
You're
All
welcome.
right, and I head towards there.
Okay. What are you doing right now, Ashley?
Well, I'm heading into the casino, and as I'm doing that, I am like trying to keep an eye out on things. Like, if it looks like anyone's like looking at me like in a specific way, like as if I might be like a potential mark or something.
Okay. Do a perception, or give me a perception alertness. No one's really paying that much attention to you. Everyone's focused on their games, or the people that are paying attention to are people obviously in security uniforms who are supposed to be paying attention to you.
All right, so outside of like the people you'd expect to be looking at, doesn't appear to be anyone really looking at me.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to try and find a slot machine that gives me like a good view of a like kind of as open of an area as possible. Actually, first since it's night, actually now I remember I have to go to the cashier first to at least try and get some money, at least convert it to change. So I get into line for a cashier.
Okay. You see one there. Can I help you, sir? Or ma'am? Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Anyway, I'd like to convert $500 for quarters for the slots.
Yeah, sure. He
Right.
kind of takes the money, runs it through a counts it real quick, and then kind of hands you out a rather large container of coins.
Thank you. And
What
first time.
what's sad is that's actually a least amount I've heard. Like they've got huge buckets in Vegas for quarters.
Anyway, first time in Vegas, I could just take like the rest of the bills to like the various table games like craps and roulette, right?
Yeah, most of them will. Yeah, most of them will just accept bills.
Okay. Yeah, have a good one. And oh god, it's probably bad here. Should I roll a blood pool? As again,
I mean,
or should we just gonna use the previous one that I did and have that cover?
It's been a while. Do you want to use a blood pool?
Might as well.
you're down to 2. Oh.
Whew. And I'm basically pretending that, so that's an 8.
Wait, no, that's not how it works. You spend blood points. You
And
don't roll each
anything
time.
for 'em.
What?
You don't roll anything for them. Okay.
Oh.
You're at a 5. You got 1 now. You're down to 3.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You don't roll anything for it. You just spend.
Okay. So that's spending. That would be spending 2 blood points. So yeah, I'll spend those 2 blood points to show that I'm living.
Okay.
And I'm going to go to a slot machine that's like kind of has like a good lay of the area where I can at least see a lot. Do I find any such place?
You actually find one that's kind of a bit overlooking one of the main staircases.
All right.
You actually see Jacob down there, and he's heading towards one of the pit bosses.
Hmm.
Cut to Jacob.
Jack, but okay, I'll be Jacob now.
Oh, it's Jacob. Okay, Jack.
Yeah, Jack. I'm gonna button up my I'm gonna put my badge on the outside button pocket like you normally see, and I'm gonna button it up. I'm gonna try to get my hair to cover up as much of my face as it can. Basically, trying to cover up the fact that I'm not breathing and all that right now, because I'm not Jack's not planning on burning points right this second. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up to pit boss. Said, I'm looking for Lamont. He's in here. I was told.
Oh yeah, Lamont. He actually just left. He points behind you, and you see a kind of older gentleman about in his 60s hurrying out of the Luxor.
Jack's gonna say, "Damn!" He's gonna burn hit 2 blood points because he was hoping that the hustle bustle of the pit boss room would distract from the fact. I'm explaining this not in character, but he was hoping that he wouldn't have to put as much effort. But if it's gonna be a one-on-one talk, now he realizes no, he's gonna have to. He's gonna have to. He's about to talk to a detective, so a fellow detective. So he burns the 2 blood pool and he prepares to go walk up to him.
Okay.
All right. So I'm down to 5.
So you see Lamont running, or power walking out of the Luxor.
All right. I yell, Lamont. Is it T? Lamont?
Lamont.
Okay. Lamont.
The man kind of stops and looks around, kind of twitching.
I raise my hand and walk up to him.
Jack, right?
Yeah. So
What can I help you with?
yeah. You know I like to lower cold cases, and I heard you got put on all the missing persons case.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them nowadays.
You wanna go sit down and talk for a bit?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. We go to wherever go find a table and sit.
Okay.
All right, look. Here's the deal. I'm interested. I got nothing on my plate right now. I don't broke a case a couple days back, nothing to do. It's kind of boring. So I notice you have been overworked on this case for a while. I want to help you out.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Okay, no one really likes doing lost persons, but okay, thanks. Thanks, Jack.
What do you know so far?
Well, we know the most recent one was this guy named Trevor, and he was last seen in the Luxor. We got a picture of him, and he holds him out. It's this kind of white trash looking guy. I talked with the manager. He hadn't seen him. But he pointed me to the pit boss who was working around that night. He kind of points at the pit boss over there. He had seen him. He saw him leave in the company of this kind of foreign-looking gentleman, kind of tall, lanky, with kind of a goatee and a short, stubby nose. I don't know who that is, but we're gonna see if anyone, the precinct knows the guy, or if he shows up in any of our databases.
Did they have an in? I'm trying to pronounce it. Did he have a race for this man yet?
Not really. Kind of. He said he looked like a mix of everything, kind of. I haven't really got a good look at him that well. I just remember Trevor leaving with him.
You know what? I'm gonna do you a favor. Tomorrow I'm gonna go in. Let's see if I can take this case off this off you. See if you can do something with a little less work. I'm intrigued on this.
You certain?
I'm certain.
Oh, okay, Jack. To be honest, that'd be a weight off my shoulders. I haven't made a lot of headway in this case.
I'll be happy to. It's always better if we both go in and say we're both okay with it. You want to go in tomorrow night together?
I actually had to do some work in the early morning tomorrow, but that's why I was actually about to head home. But I'll let the boss know.
Okay, cool. That's about time for me to actually clock out. I only ever work the night shift.
Gotcha.
Good. Now I will also go and let them know I would like. Do you have anything else you want to hand over to me that you have already picked up besides just the identification?
No, that's pretty much it. That's all I've gotten really on this guy so far.
Okay. Well, thanks for your help. And I put
Yeah.
my hand out.
He shakes it.
All right. Okay. And with that, I tell him to have a good one, and I start to head out. No, I start to look around, trying
Okay.
to find Ashley.
Okay. Ashley, you watched Jack catch up to a man, sit down, talk with him a bit, and now he seems to be looking around. You haven't seen anything else really of note in the casino.
All right.
You're maybe about $50 in.
Okay.
How much? 500?
Out of 500.
500. Yeah. You've made maybe $10 out of that.
All right, so 500 to 510. All right.
All right. With that in mind, I'm gonna go back up. I'm gonna go find Ashley, and then once I find, just look around, I guess.
Okay. Give me a perception
Alertness.
alert. Investigation and get there. Give me a.
It's up to you. I'm good with either.
Let me sure alertness.
Okay, that would be this. Just trying to see Ashley, see where she went. Hmm. Yeah. Okay, so it's 7.
Also, can I say, because of this game, I've had to look up the Luxor, and it's horrid.
Oh.
It's horrid looking.
The inside is not that impressive.
All right, let me.
I can understand why the rule book for Las Vegas says Malkavians love it, because it looks like some fucking madman's dream. It makes no goddamn sense.
I'm gonna actually look it
It's like
up.
a city inside. What the fuck?
All I get is like there's big pool. Oh God, it's the pyramid one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember looking into this
It
because I
looks
was.
nice from the outside, but what the fuck's going on inside?
Oh yeah, I remember it was kind of the guy who was behind it was kind of crazy. They like got this another one of those eccentric sort of supposed geniuses for architecture, but the inside just it's popular. They've got tons of entertainment, but Jesus Christ,
It looks horrid inside. You know what? We're going with the fucking rule that a Malkavian made this shit.
Yes.
Oh my god! What the?
Like it's got this little like it's got a secondary building too, if I remember correct. That's kind of like a ziggurat to the side for just no real reason. Oh God.
Yeah.
It's like someone took a mall and squished it down into like a single open area.
Oh, I hate it. Finish in this place so we can leave. It's like a mall inside a fucking pyramid with the outside being hotel rooms.
All right, I got quite a few successes, guaranteed.
Okay, yeah, you found her.
Okay. I tell her, I got a couple of leads. I'm gonna take the case, so officially there'll be no one looking into this. You head back to the apartment. You head back to the car. I'm gonna go ask a couple of questions. Then I'll meet you there.
Okay.
Unless you want to keep looking around till I'm done. Just keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for when I leave.
When do you expect to head out?
All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ask for the video records.
So like maybe 15, 20 minutes at most.
Yes.
Alright. Okay. Now let's stick here.
Alright, I'm gonna go look around, find the security office, and walk up to it. Like normally, they don't have not the actual like the one they keep secret, like the public one where they let you know that they're watching.
Okay, you can find one.
I'm gonna walk up to the guy at the door. Okay. Yeah, show my badge. I'm looking into the missing persons. We have reason to believe one was here recently. Can I get a look at your surveillance tapes for the for last couple of nights? Just for the entranceway.
Man kind of looks at you and grumbles a bit. And looks at kind of takes you off into a side room. You can look at the thing for the entrance room for the past 3 days. Anything more, we're gonna need a warrant.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You pull out some tapes.
Okay. How much?
What?
How much did you say?
Pulls out some tapes, like maybe 3.
Okay, I'll take a quick look then.
You see Trevor heading in, and you see him leaving with the man.
Do I get any more detail than what was described to me looking through the tapes?
You actually see, looking through the tapes, you actually see the man join with another woman, and the 3 heading out just as they leave.
What's the woman's description as I open my character sheet to write my notes down?
Sorry, give me a second. I didn't put a picture. She's
Oh, I could get a picture instead. I'll happy with that.
No.
Okay.
Dark-haired, short dark-haired woman in a fancy kind of spiderweb-looking dress.
I'm sorry, did you say fancy spider-looking dress?
Kind of spiderweb design dress.
Short dark hair, spider web dress.
And thin eyebrows and a bit too small for a face.
Can I make out both their races from the tape?
Give me a perception.
Also, the previous after you say that, the previous description was just tall, lanky man, goatee, stubby nose. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Give me a perception investigation.
Sir, say it's same roll I just made. Ooh, not as good.
European, but not really. Can't pin it down any more than that. They're
Okay.
obviously not like
Both of them?
Yes.
I'm just gonna European EURO. Okay, thank you. All right, with that, I'll put the tapes back. I'll put them back into their things, and then I will head out. How long do you say it took me to do that?
The whole event at the Luxor maybe took about an hour now.
Okay, I'm gonna walk out, and I'm going to make sure to get Ashley's notice.
I
You see Jack.
I get up, clear out any coins in the tray. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly go to the cashier, and then we can leave.
Good.
So, okay, put the cat basically at the quarters to be converted to bills. So what do I get from that?
All in all, you lost about $25.
All right. So I go back to Jack, give him his money. Lost $25. Sorry, man.
I was expecting you to lose it all, he says. At this point, Jack says, all right, we need to head out now. The sun's coming up.
Yeah,
Unless
let's go.
you have a haunt, I suggest we both go to my apartment.
I have a haunt, yeah. But it's a bit of a ways, so... Okay, let's just do quickly. Stop at your place.
Okay, and that's what we do. I'm driving fast, but not enough that would get me pulled over. Do you want me to make a drive check?
No, you're basic enough to do that.
Okay.
Okay, you make it back home about maybe it's now about 4.
All right. So this is where I need DM knowledge. How exactly does feeding work? Do we do it at the start of every night?
You do it when you want to do it.
Okay. And we started already doing it. So all right. I'm going to tell her it's about an hour 20 minutes till sunup. There's your bike. If you want to go to yours, we can meet back up here about midnight, maybe a little earlier.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, then I head in.
I,
I pop in a VHS. The Toonami theme song starts to play, and I get ready to go to sleep.
Ashley, as you leave, you hear Jack shouting the Thundercats theme song.
God damn weeaboos.
Like, no, it was a term yet.
It wasn't a term yet.
Kids' cartoons. And I get onto my bike and I just immediately drive to my haven.
Okay. So, I'm guessing everyone's going to rest for the night.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so
Not risking getting caught in sunlight.
Nope.
everyone loses a blood point.
What?
Everyone loses a blood point.
Okay.
So I'm down to 1 blood point.
Yeah, you have to feed
Yeah.
tonight. I'm down to 4.
So thankfully I have a herd. So when it's night out, I'm going to go to like the club, like that the bikers that the gang typically like probably owns or goes to or has a lot of influence in, and at least find like a one or a person to at least feed on, just enough for like 3 units.
Okay, well, you're not going to be able to take 3 from any person without... Safely, you can take about 2.
Oh, 2. Oh, okay. All right, so it'll only be taking 2 then. Thankfully, I have level 2 herd, so I get 7 vassals. So I'll just meet up with 3 of them and get
Yeah, okay, there you go.
yeah
I was about
3.
to say, respectively, maybe you do more than one.
Yeah, I'll just go to 3 of them and just get 2 from each. So 6. Okay, can I?
I'm going to need you to make a willpower check for me. I'm going to let you bite the first to be hurt.
To do a what?
Then I need you to make a willpower check to resist frenzy.
Okay, let's see what I got.
Really fucking low, bud.
Yeah.
Sorry, self-control check. Which
Yeah,
is
self-control, not...
All right,
I
so
mean,
that's
that is... wouldn't it be self-control plus willpower?
I believe self-control is just willpower.
I thought no, I think
Courage?
courage was willpower.
Yeah, courage directly goes to willpower.
Okay,
Wouldn't
no,
it be then conscious plus self-control?
It's just self-control.
Oh, okay.
Against to resist frenzy.
Okay. Good luck.
Black.
1 success, but 1 guaranteed success.
2 guaranteed.
No, you also got a 1.
Oh, so that negates 1. Okay.
A 1 negates any success, even a guaranteed success.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to make that. You get 1 point of blood. I'm gonna need you to make another check for me. You managed to stave off the beast for 1 turn.
All right, another self-control roll.
Yes. Okay. You can get 2. You get the other point of blood from her. You're now at 3 points of blood.
I'm gonna need you to make another check for me.
This is punishing you for getting so low.
Oh boy.
Okay. So, Kiri,
I think I just accidentally killed somebody.
so good news. Your blood pool is filled to the brim.
Ah, fuck.
Bad news.
I killed somebody.
You did not fully resist the beast. And by
Doesn't
the
that
time you
add
got,
something?
yeah, hold on. By the time you got to the next person in your herd, you drained them completely.
Don't you lose a humanity for that?
I'm gonna need you to make a hold on. Please willpower check for humanity.
That's fucked up shit there, Gary. After we resolve this, can we take a 5-minute break?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Things aren't going to go very well for my character, I think.
No, the biggest issue is you were burning too many blood points. They're used sparingly. As like Jack, he really didn't want to spend another 2 points to pretend he's human. But he realized that if he was going to get what he needed, he had to.
So,
Let's say you are. You're humanity 6, right?
yeah, willpower of 6. And humanity of 6.
We're gonna take a break right now. Actually, while I try to find the exact rules on humanity, because I've got too many.
All right, I'll be back. I need to go get a drink and something.
Sorry, I make a conscious rule here.
Okay. A conscience rule? Alright. Jesus.
You lost a point of humanity.
Damn it! Alright, so what does that put me at least as far as the rules go? H. Yeah, I know that. I'm just seeing basically what
I'm gonna lose. Get the drink.
I'm actually back.
Well, in case you didn't hear, I'm down to 5 humanity.
No, I didn't hear. I was gone. What happened? What's the actual mechanic?
Well, basically I had to make a conscience roll.
Ooh,
I did not roll well.
fair enough.
So right now I'm just trying to look online and see if there's like a ways of regaining humanity.
Yeah. You have to connect again, I believe. With you have to do a good deed or something. I forget exactly the rules. Because if you could only lose humanity, then every vampire would be fucking a monster by year 100.
Yeah.
Can only be raised by spending experience points.
Alright. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoying the pizza?
Mm-hmm. I'll finish this slice and then I'm ready to go. I finally got to see Flux's picture and what pissed him off so much.
Yeah!
Alright. I'm ready.
Give me a moment.
No problem. Now Jack needs to feed.
Watch, you get all the crits.
Jack's still sitting pretty nice at 5. He's just not going to take the risk that it gets below that.
So that said so that's what's inside windmill Gundam.
Okay. So, Ashley just drained a person.
Yeah.
Hey, well, you have all the blood you need for a while.
Yeah.
But you've just become more monstrous.
Yeah. I think I
Alright.
know what I'm going to be saving my XP for.
So that said, no wonder he never got bored waiting out.
So
the
do I
tournament in
get to my turn yet?
I think we should probably deal with the fact that Ashley just murdered someone.
Yeah.
And there's a dead
Okay.
body in front of her.
All right, let's deal with that first.
Oh. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, in her mind she's going, oh shit, 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 oh shit. Okay, how many people are around? Is anyone looking?
You went off into a kind of secluded area in a closet.
Okay, so we're like in the closet, like. Okay. Like I said, this is a get, but yeah, the club was like owned by the gang, so I'm just gonna.
Was it a boy or a girl?
It was a young girl, maybe about 18, who just joined the game. Actually, no, sorry, it's a her, so you've been with them for a while. About 22.
Ah, fuck. I quietly leave the closet, close the door behind me, and I try and look for Tulleen if he's in, or at least anyone else I know that's a vampire that's high up. What kind of roll do you want me to do to try and find them?
You successfully find one. You find Liam. He's a younger vampire who's embraced before you. Just seems to be sitting at one of the couches and just kind of watching everyone dance.
I walk up to him and is there anyone sitting next to him on the couch?
No. Liam's kind of a loner.
Can I go up to him?
This is not gonna end well.
Yeah, so I go up to him and I kind of mention, could you follow me? There's a bit of a problem.
Kind of narrows his yellow eyes. What happened?
Kinda got a bit greedy.
Nora kind of grumble as he does a sigh mixed with a grumble. He kind of stands up, leads the way.
All right, I lead him to the closet. I open it up.
Well, by the way, did you remove the stuff for Bruja for frenzy checks when you did them?
Oh shit! I completely forgot about that. God, what was the frenzy check for Brujas? I think it's like 20%. Give me a second to see what it was.
Oh, fuck. Okay, no. Your difficulty rolls were too higher. So no, you drained the first person, not the second person. You still got filled, but you didn't get to the second person before you drained them.
Okay.
That was a 10 you had to hit.
Wow, if just for every Bruja?
He had the taste of blood while very hungry. Yes.
Oh, okay. This would be why Jack doesn't go that low.
That's an 8, and Bruja increased the difficulty by 2.
Okay, so I lead Jack to the closet where the first victim was.
Jack, get here.
Alright. So.
Yeah.
Liam there.
Yeah, I lead him.
I teleported apparently and somehow got to a club.
What did you do?
What the fuck? What's this freaky? Are you one of those freaky vampire magic motherfuckers?
Gave you the blood bag. What did you do? Liam, you lead Liam to the closet. Okay.
Yep. I open up the closet enough so that he'd be able to see into it without like completely opening it.
Does he grumble again? But this time it's longer. The fuck? Really? The moment you become new and your own vampire, you fucking drain someone?
It was a very long day.
Liz. God damn it. Realize how hard it is to get people who actually are okay with the whole blood thing?
Very, very, unfortunately.
So is Jack gonna be doing this alone now?
Italian's gonna be pissed.
Okay. Gotcha. You're helping me clean this up.
Yeah, goes without saying.
Okay.
So I go get like bleach and.
No.
Hmm?
Why? Why are you getting bleach? You drained her of blood. There's nothing to clean up. You just
Right.
got the body.
Okay.
Okay. Hold on. Fuck. Kind of thinks for a second. Okay. I'm gonna distract everyone. You're gonna take her out to my car.
Okay.
Gonna get her outside Vegas, and we'll deal with her there.
Okay. God, what kind of role am I gonna have to do this?
You actually see Liam head out into the middle of the dance room. He whispers some words to one of the bigger guys on the dance floor, and then the bigger guy says, "What'd you say about me?" And the two start fighting. All the eyes in the dance room turn to them.
Okay. As that's going on, I'm going to grab Liz, hold her over the shoulder as if as if she was just drunk, and bring her to the car.
This girl.
Yes! 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 I wanted this! I wanted this so bad! This is why I wanted Sovik to be here, because I thought Sovik would be the one to do it. Thank you, Carrie! We have weakened and Bernie's a corpse!
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you?
Hey,
Yep.
I need to talk to her! Okay? So, are you gonna be here later? Just grabs her head. You want to blow me?
Okay, I'm gonna need you to do a
Oh my god!
This is going to end badly, isn't it?
It's already ended badly. Don't shut up.
Give me a dex plus stealth.
Please be good, please be good, please be good.
Damn, you have a lot of subterfuge.
No, I don't have subterfuge. It's Dex plus stealth, he said.
Oh, stealth, yes.
Subterfuge isn't a thing, so I can find. Okay, no one seems to notice you as you head out, but you bring her out to the you bring her out, and you see Liam's car there.
I go to his car.
Okay.
I quickly look around. Is there anybody around?
No, it's about 11 right now.
Is the trunk open or unlocked? All right, this day would have to use keys to get open trunks.
And it takes about a minute as you're kind of sitting there. Your arm over her. I said Liz, right?
Yeah, Liz.
Over
So
Liz's shoulder, kind of sitting there like two very creepy lesbians.
yeah, I'm going to. Is there a door in this car that's open?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put her down on the ground in the car, if it's
Okay.
So hopefully she's not immediately seeable.
Okay. You see Liam finally come out of the club. I'll screw you, Dada says as he walks out and points at back into the club. He knows he's kind of got a bruise on his face. Jesus Christ, Bruno hits hard. Don't fuck with Bruno when you're not boosted or something. Jesus Christ. Okay. Where is she? Where the fuck is she down? No. Kind of pulls out his keys and opens the trunk. Put her in the trunk.
All right, I take her out and put her in the trunk.
Okay. We're driving out into the desert. I don't know what the fuck you had planned for tonight, but for right now, you're with me and we're solving this problem.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go solve this problem.
You owe me at least. You owe me big time.
Yeah.
It's about an hour drive out before you actually get into deep desert, and you finally get out into deep desert, and Liam takes the car off the road for about maybe 10 minutes before you can see the lights of Vegas, but you're out in the middle of fucking nowhere. And Liam puts his hands over his mouth and kind of cups up and lets out a howling sound. Before you note that it takes about maybe a minute or two, and then you note actually a pack of coyotes coming out of the woodwork. Well, not woodwork, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Liam says, "Just get her out of the trunk and leave the body here."
Okay. I get her out of the trunk and I lay her body down.
Kind of rifles through her her belongings, finds her wallet. I'm gonna have to shred this or something. Okay. Yeah, you fucking know me, dude.
Yeah. I know.
And he drives you guys back into the city, back to the club. It's about 1 now. And we're gonna jump back to Jack. So Jack, since it's already at night, you got some time to kill before we meet back up.
Oh yeah, I was like, let's meet at midnight or something. I've got shit to do right now. Jack's gonna feed, cause see, Jack doesn't wait till I'm about to fucking frenzy to feed. All right, so first thing Jack does when he wakes up is he goes into a closet. He pulls out a key and he opens up a locked small cabinet. On it, he has the name, address, copy of a key to the house of 7 to 8 current people that he knows of. These are the people he tends to feed on for right now. Jack in the first year, this is hard to do, but as it's been 4 years now, he's set up a pretty good system. He goes over the time frame. He looks over a little bit of paperwork to see what the crime they committed actually was.
You know, like a goddamn serial killer.
I'm gonna judge that it's not time to clean someone for the board right now. I'm gonna pick out 3 of the closest names, and I'm gonna go feed.
You know, Kiri's was a crime of passion. Yours is a bit even weirder, bud.
I
It's like there's opera playing as you kind of like put on plastic gloves and flick through your book. I think I'll go with him tonight.
Unfortunately, there's not opera. There's Toonami in the
Like
background.
You're right, Lionel. I'll eat him. Gotcha. Okay.
I told you what I had planned. You should have been prepared for this.
So it takes you about half an hour, but you find this perp's address. This is a guy by the name of Bob Bill.
All right,
You're
I'm gonna.
not sure it's his real name, but that's the name he's got down on everything.
I'm gonna. I would like to case the place, make sure he's in, make sure the lights are out, all that sort of thing. You know, things I've done 100 times before,
Yeah,
but I always.
He's got his car's in there. You know, Bob Bill lives alone, so if the car's there, it's him. The porch light's on, but there's no lights on inside the house.
Okay. All right. I'm going to sneak around to the back door like I've normally done.
Okay. Give me a dexterity stealth.
Okay. Not my best number anymore. Can I take the vest off and get my dex back?
Yeah, if you want to leave like the vest in the car.
Yeah, leave the vest in the car. Okay. Roll.
Okay. You successfully get to the back of the back door.
All right. I use my key, and I
sneakily open up quietly open up the door. The TV's on, but you can hear a distinct snoring.
All right. And I go and I feed on him for 2 points.
Okay. You take 2 points from Bob Bill.
And then I quietly go back out the back door, lock it as I leave, go back to.
You know that Bob Bill looks cold. There's a blanket on one of the couches. If you want to be really fucking creepy with this.
No, I don't give a shit about him.
Okay, just checking. And turn off the TV. Save some electricity.
No, fuck him. I hope the bills higher.
You know, it said we're leaving a better future for our children. For vampires, it's leaving a better future for yourself. Gotcha.
All right, I'm
Okay,
going.
You sneakily sneak back out, close the door, lock it, and head back to your car.
All right, I want to go to one more feed, and then that's it. I used two, so I want to regain what I used essentially.
Okay. You find a cold case home to a lady by the name of Alexandra Nermont.
Okay.
She's in a string of kills of old husbands. Um, you see that her lights are, however, on.
Hmm. Okay, 1 second. Okay, her name was.
Alexandra Nermont.
Okay, I'm gonna not get out of the car, but I'm gonna take a hard look. Do I see any movement? Do I see?
You could see in what you know is the bedroom. You could see some movement.
Okay. Hmm. All right. So, here now comes for a actual. How much of the feeding encounter does the victim forget?
I mean, they'll forget maybe the actual moment and maybe 30 seconds before. But it's not like a roofie. They're not going to forget the whole evening.
Okay. Guy's gonna look at his taser. He's gonna say, "Is it worth it?"
So, like something like kissing can be misconstrued as if you kiss someone and then actually, like vampire kiss someone, they'll just see it. They'll just remember it's kissing, something like that.
All right. What does it look like? The house is next to hers.
She kind of dingy. You there's a certain one on the sides of crack house, and the other one seems to be abandoned.
Okay.
Alexandra doesn't live in a nice environment. Actually, you hear some gunshots as you start looking at the other houses off in the distance.
Not my job tonight. All right. So let's go. Let's take the vest off again because I put it back on when I got in the car, and let's try to sneak up and get a closer look in the window.
Okay. Give me a stealth dexterity.
Okay.
As we cut over to hear what the gunshot hit, we see Trevor lying on the ground dead, and the man with the snub nose is standing over him, laughing maniacally. So we come back to Jack.
Perception. I mean, Dex. Dex stealth.
Dex stealth. Now, my job tonight was what Spider-Man said before Uncle Ben got killed.
Oh, I know. I got a couple probably.
Yeah, you get there. Doesn't go great, but you get there. Kind of stumble a bit, but they don't no one seems to hear you. And you look into Alexandra and a older gentleman, maybe 80s, overweight, doing it.
Oh, her next target. Great.
So you just continue watching them doing it
I duck out
as we continue with this very creepy exchange.
Oh, please.
I duck out of the window. I was gonna let her live another couple of months, but it looks like she's planning her next victim. What did I see about the man? I'm looking for jewelry. I'm looking for any signs of wealth, anything like that.
He didn't seem to be that wealthy. You give me a perception investigation check.
Okay.
Feels really weird to be losing an investigation. That has to be something just from booking. Investigation is more of an academic investigation thing.
7. Oh, probably not very good. I did not see much. I was too blinded
no.
by the.
Nothing really stands out to you. too blinded by the old people, the old person and the
You're-
30 something doing.
You're too
Yeah.
disgusted by all the folds of flab and stuff jiggling
Well,
about.
vampires don't really get disgusted, so
These
I'm not.
kids are kind of gross.
Yeah, it's still gross. Okay, so I know how I'm gonna do this. What cars are in the parking driveway?
There's 2 cars in the driveway.
I'm gonna take my car and I'm gonna drive down to about the end of the street, away from the house, and then I'm gonna get out of the car and I'm gonna walk back to one of theirs.
Okay. Actually, alertness is a thing we're gonna start doing for looking at things because that's what actually what it's for.
Okay,
okay.
they're the same. They're the exact
Sure.
same number on me.
Don't worry about it now. So you went out, you drove your car away. Now you went to one of theirs. Who's, or I guess you don't know. You just go to one of the cars. What are you doing?
All right, I'm looking for. I want to use my security expertise. I want to see if one has a car alarm.
Okay. You can identify that both of them actually have car alarms.
Okay. I'm gonna use how okay, I need to know, how do you have to burn blood to use your disciplines?
Depends
I
on
don't
the
think you do.
No, it depends on the discipline.
Can I use strength to my potent strength to basically shake the car enough that it sets off the alarm?
Oh, actually, no. Unless stated, they don't cost anything to use.
Okay.
Cost no blood or willpower powerpoints. Okay.
Yeah, I wanna give the car a good shove and get it to go.
Use your potence to
Yeah.
shove it. Okay. What's your potence points?
1 extra point.
Okay. Give me a strength athletics check
Okay.
and add I believe potence adds an automatic success to 1, right?
Yes. So, in other words, subtract one of the dice rolls and just consider it an automatic success. Okay. So that would be 6.
No, you just added auto success.
Oh, okay. So, okay.
Okay, you give it a decent shove. You actually shove it into the other one, and they both start going off.
All right, and I'm going to use my speed to quickly duck behind something, either into the abandoned house or around the corner.
Okay, I mean, you could do that normally, or do you want to use your actual celerity to do that? Celerity does cost a blood point.
Oh, then I'll just do it normally. I won't use the speed power then.
Okay, give me a dexterity athletics.
Okay. Oh, why am I doing that in RPG check? Fuck off, Ryan.
Okay, you successfully hide behind one of the bushes.
Okay.
You see the man
Run out. His pants kind of hastily put on, his shirt not fully buttoned. He runs out and kind of looks around. Someone over there?
rushes up to the car.
Oh, what the? Oh, shit! Really? Let's just have this paid off. God damn it! What? And looks around. What happened to it? Fucking, I hate Vegas.
He goes in a kind of a huff. And you can actually see through the window, as you chose a point where you're near the window. You see him. You can't see what he says to Alexandra, but he quickly grabs his stuff and kind of makes himself look not fully presentable. He's kind of a gross-looking man by default. But he grabs his stuff and heads out, and he gets in his car, drives off in a grumpy stomp.
Okay. So what time is it? How much time has passed?
It's maybe about 11:30 now.
And I still have an hour and 30 minutes to kill?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna wait about 30 minutes, watching from the shadows to see if she goes to bed.
Okay, after about maybe 20 minutes, she finally turns off the light and seems to go to bed.
Okay. I'm gonna give it another, let's say, 25 minutes to be safe. And then I'm gonna hop the. It's a bad neighborhood. Is there even a fence?
No, not really.
I'm gonna go to the back door. I'm gonna proceed to do the same thing I did before.
Okay, give me a dex stealth.
Okay. Dex and stealth. Ooh, not great.
Okay. You open the door a bit too quick, and it slams on the wall. And you hear Alexandra wake up. Jack, Jack, is that you? And
Wait,
she,
Jack?
yeah, she doesn't know you. You assume this might be the name of the gentleman. Some people share names, and I'm not making a new name for every fucker.
Fair enough. Okay, so give me a second to look how this works. I need to know how something works. So I'm gonna look it up.
How do I kill this bitch?
I'm getting close to it.
How do I kill this bitch for taking too much time from my routines? I have a friend who's waiting for me.
At
And
least-
totally isn't in the goddamn desert. Someone get eaten by coyotes. Because both nights apparently feeding is a real problem thing for us.
I mean, my thing is, I don't just find some random stranger and feed on them, because it's one of the ways I keep my humanity. This is how I.
You're like Dexter.
Yeah. Everyone I feed on deserves it in some way or the other. Let me see here. I need to look up how potency exactly works. Give me a sec. I mean, presence.
There are times I really wish you could open up multiple PDFs with the same file.
I just wish this one had the bookmarks on it.
Yeah, that would be nice.
And I actually can. With the thing I'm using, I can open multiples up, but it still has to find it because I wasn't on.
How many points do you have in presence?
1.
Okay. That's awe. That can make a person distracted and start looking at you. It does not override self-preservation, which would be there's an intruder in my house.
Okay, I'm gonna. You said this is a shitty neighborhood?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm.
Let my balaclava, get up my gun, and say this is a robbery.
I mean, I could. Do I have something I could cover my face with? Let me think.
You, you, you see Alexandra's pantyhose kind of thrown against the
Oh,
wall.
fuck no. No, I'm gonna pull out like a little ski mask because honestly.
Well, no, there's no way you just fucking came with a ski mask, dude.
Okay,
You
fine.
weren't prepped for this to go this way. Things went well with the last one. You were assuming things would go well with this one.
Oh, things went well with me.
Oh yeah, things went great with you.
Oh, please, got to enjoy Weekend at Bernie's.
All right, I'm gonna pull out the taser, and I'm gonna immediately. Okay, I'm gonna say this how's it happened because I need to say. Pop the taser and immediately feed and immediately get out of there.
Okay.
Pop.
So that's going to be a Dex Athletics check. And then another Dex. Okay. That's going to be a Death Athletics Strength Brawl, then another Dex Athletics.
Oh.
Run in, get her, drink from her, and then get out.
Oh, that's a lot. All right, I already said it. If this goes bad, I guess I just have to kill her. Wasn't planning on it, but Jack does not have any feelings about not murdering these people. All right, so that's Dex Athletics first.
Yep. Remove 3 things from it.
Just remove 3 dice.
Yes.
Okay. Death.
You rush in.
Okay, and now what did you want?
Break the brawl.
Okay. -3, so that would be
Also, if you want, no, it's too late now, but you could use celerity for this.
I'm trying to regain blood. I'm not trying to get rid of it, but okay.
To be fair, you're about to regain
Okay.
it.
You get her. You zap her with the taser, and get your and
Successfully drain. How much are you draining from her?
The
Just the 2?
the 2 points.
Okay. And
And-
then Dex Athletics again.
Okay, why?
Get the fuck out of there.
I mean, okay.
Give me a second, because I'm do a roll here.
I do it. I'm gonna close the door and lock it on the way out. But yeah, I'm gone.
Okay, gotcha. So you got out, and there's a very confused, fucked up lady in there right now. Who's, working through the ecstasy of a vampire kiss and teasing. Who even
At
thinks
the
she might
same time.
who thinks she might be into electrosex now.
Vegas was the one that started that little freaky thing. So.
Might be into her electrostim.
Okay. Well, I regained what I spent the previous night, and I'm gonna head back to the apartment. I'm gonna wait about 30 minutes, because I would think she'd be waiting on me at this point.
I misread it. Actually, for multiple actions, you subtract the number of actions from the first one, and then all and extra actions lose an extra die.
So it would have been more dice, but fine, next time. That's fine.
Oh wait, no. Oh fuck. Wow, that's even worse. No, you subtract. So you would have subtracted 3 from the first one, then 4 from the other one, and then 5 from the last one.
Oh, what happens when you don't have to a minimum of 1 die?
If you don't have one, the action cannot be attempted.
Oh, okay.
If you dice pool is reduced to 0 or below, you cannot attempt the action.
Oh, okay. Well, then next time I will keep that in mind and keep my actions to 2 at most at a time.
Okay, so you're now back at your apartment, and it's about a while, and then come about 1:30, there's a knock at the door.
Okay. I'm gonna open up the highlight.
Okay. You actually see Ashley standing there. It's a
Okay.
bit looks a
Disheveled.
disheveled and deserty, a bit more desert, more sand
Can I
covered than
tell that she's lost a point of humanity?
No.
No.
Okay. All right. I open the door and I go, I'm gonna look her dead in the eye and say, I've been waiting a while. What the hell happened?
Have you ever seen the movie Weekend at Bernie's?
Jack's gonna then say, all right, I take that back. I don't want to know. All right, here's the deal. I'm gonna go check on this. I gotta go talk with my squad captain. I'm gonna have to tell him why I'm late. But when I do, after I'm done doing that, actually, no, I don't, because I'm not on a case. I'm not supposed to report in. I just basically go, all right, sorry, take that back then. I'm gonna go check on it. You could chill here. You could follow your own leads if you want. It's what, 1:30 already?
Yeah.
Okay, so
We have basically 4 hours.
How long does it take me to get to the precinct?
I'm gonna take you about an hour.
So that's 2:30.
It's not a fun commute you have to do every day.
Okay. I think it's gonna take me 2 hours, maybe more. I think for tonight, we go our separate ways. I'm gonna spend most of my time going through the records, trying to dig up what I can. you follow any leads you can. The only thing I can tell you so far is that this Trevor person, gonna wait for Kiri. You haven't told me.
Yeah, I told you, Trevor went missing at the Luxor.
Okay, I forgot that you told me his name. Turns out he left with 2 Europeans. You want to go ask around your connections, see if there's been anybody inquiring, anybody coming to town who shouldn't be here.
Europeans like traditional like Eurotrash type dress to eat up like, or
Flux.
What was the question?
He's
Just-
asking what do we know about what are the traditional European vampires coming over to America?
Oh, for Kindred, you don't know. You haven't been in the game long enough to really know that.
All right.
what did they look like? You mentioned European, like
One was a tall, lanky man, got a goatee, stubby nose. The second one was a woman, short short black hair. At the time, she was wearing a spider web dress. Probably not anymore. Her most defining characteristic, though, was she had these really thin eyebrows that didn't fit her face. That's all I got for now. I'm gonna go take this information. I'm gonna see what I can find out.
So we got a Jane Doe with a spiderweb dress, black hair, eyebrows that don't really fit her face, and our John Doe is tall, lanky, and has like a crooked nose, was it?
Stubby nose.
And a goatee.
Yes. You take a look at our end. We meet back tomorrow night here, and next time, be on time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get a perception alertness from both of you.
All right.
Okay. Let's see here. Perception what?
Just
Perception alertness.
Perception alertness. Okay.
Okay. Continue.
Wait a second. Perception alertness. Yeah, that's right. Correct. Okay. All right. Well, have fun. I guess. I don't know what you do.
Yeah.
See ya.
head back to the garage.
Okay.
All right.
You head out. You actually note that there's a note on Jack's door.
I'll take a look at the note. Hey, Jack.
Okay.
I hold up the note.
All right. What does it say?
Let's take a look at it inside your place.
Okay.
All right. So when we're inside, the door's closed. I open up the letter.
By the way, this wasn't on the outside of the door. This was on the inside.
Oh, it was on the inside of the door. Oh.
Yep.
Oh, I thought it was on the outside. Okay.
Nope.
Okay then. Huh.
I mean, I invited her in. We weren't doing this at the door.
No, I know.
Yeah, no. I just initially thought that the note was on the outside of the door as we were leaving.
Okay, fair enough.
No,
Right.
Like as you were leaving, you noticed a note on the door in the inside of the room.
Okay, so I take the note off and look to Jack. Someone, I think we got a trail. Alright, so I open up the note. What does it say?
It's written in rather proper looking handwriting that kind of trails every now and then. It trails off the paper every now and then. It says, yeah, for new kindred, it's proper to show respect to both the prince and the seneschal of the city. You were informed to meet me. At the bottom it says Montrose.
Okay.
I think we should meet up with Montrose.
Okay. Where's it say?
He's-
Go.
He was in the Luxor, I think.
Doesn't say anything, but you know Montrose is the seneschal of the city, and he operates outside of he operates in
I think he said there was a Luxor.
no.
No, we're not going
No,
back
we're
there.
not going back to the fucking Luxor. He operates out of the Mirage.
All right, out of the Mirage.
All right, I'm not new to the city, but okay. I'll go.
He didn't say new to the city. He said for new vampires.
Oh,
Yeah,
Um,
I think we both should
is
go.
it on the way to the station?
If you make like a really roundabout way, but not really.
How much added time would it take to go from the station?
Yeah, it'll add about 20 minutes.
All right, then I need to stop by the station, guaranteed. I can't, and this might take the rest of the night. So I'll tell her, all right, you could go on ahead if you want, or you could join me in my car. I prefer if you went on ahead. Probably not best to, and I look her over again.
Yeah, go into your
someone
place.
that looks like you in my car when I go to the station.
Okay. So, just give me a second to at least try and get some dust and sand off. So, like, I spend like 5 minutes doing that to get it off.
There's a shower in the back. Lock when you're done. Lock the room when you're done.
Okay.
And then I take off.
All right. As he's doing that, I get the dust and sand off my clothes and do like a quick 5-minute shower just to get all of it out of the hair.
Sadly, that is running water, and Ashley is now dead.
Wait, what? I didn't
fucking
know
with you.
running water. No, vampires aren't dead to running water in this.
Just fucking with you.
I'm about to tell you. No, I made sure to see what our weakness is, and running water is not one of them. Fuck you.
Yep. That would have been hilarious.
Because the problem is if running water was a weakness, then Jack can't be a cop.
Because you'd have to be out in the rain.
I'd have to wait for rainstorms in Vegas to get clean.
That could take a while.
Jack's heading to the precinct. If you want to do what she does first, that's fine.
So, cleaning myself off.
Yeah, we'll continue with you. Yeah.
Alright, so,
You're now alone in Jack's apartment.
alright, I get the clothes back on. There should be clean of dust and sand. Once I'm sure that that's good, I'm going to go to the Mirage.
His closet and find his creepy serial killer room.
Or maybe the stacks of VHS tapes next to the VCR.
Find his creepy room filled to the brim with doll heads.
I look in and I see a bunch of doll heads looking at me. I close the door.
Fuck you.
I close the door and I walk back away slowly.
Fuck you. There's no doll heads.
Anyway, so once I'm clean, I basically ensure that I at least still have $100 on hand and go to the Mirage.
Alright.
You get clean, pass by the numerous VHS tapes of Johnny Quest.
Mm-hmm.
You head to the Mirage.
Alright.
Okay. Let's jump to Neo first.
Alright.
So you left a bit earlier than her. You make it to the precinct.
Alright, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna go to the I'm gonna burn the points. Cause fuck it. I didn't realize that was a thing. I thought it was just something we could do. I'm gonna have to be more careful about that. But burn the points, I go to the chief. My what is it? My squad captain.
Okay. You see the squad captain there.
I'm sure he's already told you, but I've volunteered.
Yeah, Lamont came in. You're taking his job?
Yeah, I'd like to take on the case.
Sure. Fine. He's got all the files, and I think he already put them on your desk.
All right. Just, gotta make sure, gotta follow procedure and let you know. All right, thanks.
Gotcha.
I go to my desk and I see what he left.
Okay. It's just the giant stacks of paper that were covering Lamont's desk before.
Okay. Okay, how long has it been since I left the apartment?
It's been about half an hour. And half an hour, 35 minutes.
Okay. I'm gonna close the shades. I'm gonna close my door.
Okay. You can really, yeah, okay.
And I'm gonna burn a blood point to use my speed ability and try to speed read through as much of this as I can.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Is that a thing I could do?
Not technically, but sure, we can. Like, I'll work that in. Sure.
All right.
So it takes what you feel like would probably take you about 2 hours. Get through. Maybe only takes you 25 minutes. As you speed read through all the paperwork. It's a bunch of just a jumbled thing of people missing, where they were last seen, and then pretty much no follow through on any of them. Or a little bit of follow through, then the next person comes up and they have to jump on that person.
Okay. Can I
Sure.
roll to get any recurring themes? Any things that come out to anything that jump at me as things that are happening repeatedly in the cases, or any locations that it's happening in more than any others?
Yeah, do an investigation intelligence check.
Okay. Ooh. At least one success.
Okay. It seems to be a recurring theme of people who either were like down on their luck or were associated with a criminal element.
A lot of them are criminals, people that wouldn't be missed.
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna leave the papers on the desk. And then I'm gonna head out, and I'm gonna grab my coat, head off like I act like I know something, but not. No, I don't have to. I just head out.
Okay.
I'm gonna pop by. What was her name? Alice, the person that sits there to relay messages.
Yeah.
All right. Alice, any messages for me?
Oh, actually, it was Nina. Sorry.
Nino. Sorry.
No, not really.
No, Nino was the records room.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, Alice.
Nope.
No, nothing really.
All right. Well, thanks. And I head out.
Okay. We're going to jump to Ashley at the Mirage.
Right. I enter the Mirage and I look towards a reception desk. I walk up to it and I ask, "Hi there. My name's Ashley Faith. I had a meeting with well, unfortunately I was late for their meeting, but they were supposed to meet up with a man named Montrose."
We don't have anyone by the name of Montrose here, ma'am.
Christ.
Great. Once again, somebody playing a joke on me. Right. I'm sorry to bother you. I just walk away. So as I do that, I'm just going to walk in towards the casino area itself. Again, just keeping an eye out on like the people around. Again, I'm gonna just do like another perception alert check just to see if anyone is looking towards me other than like security. If only because of the name drop.
Gotcha.
Please be good. Please be good. Come on.
Okay. You see security again, and you see a kind of you see a short, balding man. He's kind of every now and then looking at you.
Anything like particular about the balding man?
He doesn't appear to be blinking.
He's not blinking. Okay. So just a little quick look around. Does it look like that he's sitting with anybody, or he's like sitting alone?
Yeah, he's kind of sitting alone. Alone at one of the bars.
All right, so like at the bar itself, and not like at one of the couch type things at some bars. All right, and he is looking at me, and he just isn't blinking.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to walk up towards him. And are there like any seats near him that are empty, or?
Yeah, there are. Jeez, all the fucking casinos in Corinth. It's not just a thing with the Luxor. They're all
No,
horrid.
casinos
fuck?
are built to get you to come in and not know how to get out.
These are all goddamn horrible things of excess.
Did the Malkavians build Vegas?
Yeah, casinos are actually designed to keep you inside there, so they obscure the exits. Actually, a couple of years back, a couple of Vegas casinos got fined heavily because they were actually covering up the exit signs.
Yeah, that kind of seems like a fire hazard right there.
That's why they got fined. Yeah, no, it's casinos are gaudy pieces of gaudy. The only casino I've ever been to is one off Indian Reservation, a little bit up north, but it was gaudy as hell too. They are not pretty things to look at as much as people pretend they are. Sorry.
You go up to sit next to the man.
Yes.
Okay.
As I'm sitting next to him, I just do another quick look around to see if there's anyone else nearby. Is it just us? Or
In the bar, pretty well populated. Everybody's talking and chatting. Quite a din of noise.
If we're both looking at one another, I'm gonna just mouth out the word Montrose. Not actually saying it out loud, just mouthing it. Then I do like a thumbs up and thumbs down symbol.
Kind of smiles at the first bit and then kind of looks a bit confused at the second bit. He gets up and starts to walk off. You note that he's left a key card.
I pick up the key card. Is there anything on the key card?
There seems to be a room number.
Right. I
901.
Okay. I will just make the motion as if she was heading to the restroom. She'll be there for about like a minute or two. Then we'll head out towards the room.
Gotcha. What motion are you making?
Yeah,
What
how
motion?
you doing? The electric slide? What?
Well, she'd be like, like just washing her hands while in the restroom, just like splash.
I mean, what
No,
motion
I mean-
are you making to go to the restroom? Who
Like-
are you motioning to that you have to go to the restroom?
Oh, I thought he already left. I thought he had already left.
Yeah, he left.
So who are you motioning to?
I didn't say I was motioning to. I said I was
Yes,
going
you
to.
did. Yes, you said,
Make a
I'm
motion
gonna
to go
make
to the
a
restroom.
motion to indicate I'm going to the restroom, and we're all sitting here. What?
I swear to God, I don't remember saying that.
Make a smell. I make a nose curl like had a really bad fart and I head to the restroom.
I am the most. I am the
I
most.
do the pee-pee dance, and
No. Oh, okay. Just gonna.
Yourself to the restroom for 5 minutes. Gotcha.
Okay. Go into his stall, and just start smacking my head. Because with my face, with my palms.
Okay there, honey. You see a lady there, kind of dressed up in a real gaudy outfit.
Just a very long, long day, ma'am.
Okay.
Actually, considering the gaudy outfit, what exactly does it look like to me? Also, the person wearing it, does she at all seem to match the description I was told?
No, doesn't. This is kind of an older American lady.
Okay. So I'm guessing she just leaves.
Yeah, just kind of leaves once she's confirmed that you're doing all right.
Yeah. So, like, after that, just wash the hands and then just head out to the room 902.
Okay. As you start walking there, you actually notice two very well-dressed, gaudy-looking men heading into one of the main main display areas.
Display areas, like, what exactly are those? 'Cause it's been a long time since I've been in a casino.
You know, like halls where they do like shows and stuff.
Uh-huh. Okay, what exactly did they look like? Do they at all match does any of those guys match the description? Of, like, tall, lanky, goatee, crooked, stub nose?
No goatees, but tall, kind of lanky. One's got a very low-cut shirt, kind of swept-backed hair. The other one's got almost further, longer hair, but blonde.
We have a white tiger with them.
No, why would they have the tiger here, Neo?
They aren't at that hotel. They're at a different one.
No, they're
No,
at the
I'm
Mirage.
just.
No, the Siegfried and Roy were at the Mirage.
Oh, they were?
Yep, from 1990 until 203.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to mention the tiger because I want Kira to realize you made a reference. This is not a clue.
I'm going to embrace Siegfried and Roy. That's what
Do they look?
we know. They're already fucking gangrels or something.
Yeah. I mean, looking at them as they're going around, like, do they, like, appear to, like, notice anyone, or are they just, like, going about, like, business as usual type?
Everyone seems to notice them, but they just seem to be going business as usual.
To any of the people there, I'll just quickly ask, who's that? Are they famous?
You don't know Siegfried and Roy. They're magicians.
First time I've ever been to Vegas.
They were known outside of Vegas. Pretty fucking famous in the 90s.
Pretty big, bud. You sure?
I tend to not watch a lot of TV or really magic stuff.
They're the guys with the tigers. You don't know that?
Oh, those? Oh, okay, I know the Tigers.
Oh my god, how the fuck do you know the tigers and not the people?
Everybody knows the fucking tigers.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Alright, so after hearing that, I just keep walking on.
You head up, passing by the obvious Easter egg, and continue up to room 902.
I use the key card. I hear like the satisfying like unlock sound.
Yes.
Okay, I just open it up initially, just like enough so that it wouldn't just close, and then just knock.
Come in.
I come in, I enter, and close the door.
Right. Fledgling, have you seen a Nosferatu before?
Can't say I have.
This will be fun. You see the old man kind of step out, the balding man step out from one of the numerous kind of side rooms in this suite, and you watch as his face and his whole body kind of starts to melt away, and where once stood this gentleman who was balding, you see kind of a real creepy fucking person, a kind of broken back looking crooked man, his face squashed up kind of like a pug. His arms are kind of curled up to his chest in kind of like a disabled position with long kind of black bony claws on him. You know he's kind of laughing as you watch all this happen. He's dressed in this really gross looking like yellow designer shirt.
Oh, I want him to be in like the yucky Vegas tourist outfits, like they're all ripped up too. Oh, that would have been hilarious.
In my mind,
Benedict told you to meet me, and I waited for you, and no one showed up.
I apologize for that. Montrose, I assume?
Yes, I had to come find you myself.
We simply got too over-eager to try and assist the Prince Benedict with his problem.
I guess that's a good excuse. So what have you found so far?
Well, so far what we found is that, at the very least, two such instances, at least one confirmed disappearance, and apparently an investigator investigating the Luxor. Apparently there's something going on there. Apparently, like, with the Trevor, a person that we know as part of a gang I'm part of that disappeared, he was escorted by two...
As you start talking, he walks over to the side of one of the walls and kind of touches something that you can't see, and the wall actually opens up and he leads you off into a passageway.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I follow him.
Clues behind him. This passageway continues up some steps until it reaches an elevator, which takes you up. You continue telling your thing.
Right,
and then it opens up into kind of like a command center filled with like screens and computers and monitors.
How did the architects not discover this?
And the architect. I've been here since the 1800s.
Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, we at least have suspicion that at least there's a chance it might be Europeans involved. At the very least, two individuals that we have at least were seen escorting a disappeared victim. John Doe and a Jane Doe. The Jane Doe was at the time was wearing like a black dress with like a spider web design on it. She had short black hair and like really thin eyebrows that didn't really seem to fit her face.
Ravnos.
What'd you say, Flex? You kind of broke up.
Ravnos.
Ravnos. And
Two entered the city about 10 days ago.
so I'm guessing then that the tall, lanky person with the goatee and the stubby nose is also Ravnos. As that was the other person, or John Doe.
Probably a ghoul of some sort. They don't like to travel together. Unless they're with someone who's not of their equal. I don't know where they are, though, but I can give you a name of their clan.
That would be appreciative, sir. Lord Seneschal? What exactly would be like the...
Seneschal.
Seneschal. Lord Seneschal.
Also sheriff.
At that, my eyes wide open up very wide. Forgive me for any trespasses.
You got something you need to tell me?
No, nothing. Just, at least from my sire, I had an only a reputation of sheriffs, and...
Sounds like you have something you need to tell me.
He can smell it on you.
Have you ever seen the movie Weekend at Bernie's?
I don't see very many movies.
Let's just say there was an accident, and if that kind of followed the theme of that movie. It's been taken care of, though.
Watch yourself, new blood.
Oh, believe me, I'm already starting to pile up the favors I'm owing people.
Don't become the problem we send the next group after.
Yes, sir. Anyway, what was the clan name?
Ravnos. Been known as a kind of Eastern European clan. The Eastern European North Asian clan.
So, like, territory of the former Soviet bloc.
No, territories like Pakistan.
I'm sorry for interrupting, but I don't remember the prince telling us to see this guy at all.
Yes. He told you guys to go see Montrose because he was hooked up to the Shrek-net. And he would
He
know
did.
more about stuff.
He did? I didn't hear him
Yes.
say that at all. Okay. I'm sorry. I would have done that first. I honestly don't remember that.
Don't worry about it. Play it as roleplay.
Fair enough.
Yep.
But
So,
I know I'm trying to figure out if we're getting played by this guy, or if I honestly didn't hear something.
oh, we just fucked up.
Yeah, that's what that's why I asked.
No, you
Right.
are being played. He's actually the murderer. And the Masquerade is killed.
Blech.
And you're dead.
No.
So this is a one shot. I have no care for character death. Okay.
So, Ravenous.
He watch him head over the computer. For creepy, kind of useless looking hands, they type really quick. He pulls up some pictures. Is this the lady?
Is it?
I haven't
Yeah.
had my character hasn't had the chance to go through the records yet.
At least from the description I have, does it look like her?
Yes, it looks like her.
That looks like her.
I'm not there, so I can't I actually saw her on the video, so I can't actually say anything. Damn it.
To be fair, I'm working on descriptions, and it looks like the descriptions that I had.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm just saying I kind of regret going to the precinct, but I kind of had to.
Yeah, that's rough. That's Roundhouse. You're gonna. We'll keep Benedict out of this. I'll put out the blood hunt for him. Ravnos in the city, the woman or ghoul. You do what you need to do to take care of him.
Yes, sir. Will
I'm
you inform the prince, or should we inform the prince as well?
I'll inform the prince. Don't worry.
Okay.
He starts heading back down to the elevator. Leads you out, and this time you actually seem to end up in the women's restroom.
Huh. The very same one that I was in?
Yep. Have fun, new blood. As you see, Montrose walk into a stall, and then about half a minute later, you see a young woman walk out.
I'm not going to ask. I'm just going to walk out.
You're now standing in the Luxor.
Wait. How did I get teleported?
That's the one place you don't want us going back.
It's the Luxor. Everything ends in the Luxor. It's confusing. Oh, it's into the Luxor.
How did I get here? I thought it was the Mirage.
We could get
I haven't had that much to drink.
Europe and somehow end up at the Luxor.
Fucking Luxor again. Okay, no. You you're standing now inside the Mirage. What do we
Hey.
do?
Well,
I'm
I'm
still
going
waiting
to-
find out when I arrive.
After that, I'm just going to head back to Jack's apartment and just let myself in and just like stare.
Okay,
What the
Got it.
fuck?
so we're cutting to Jack. Jack, what are you doing right now?
I'm driving to the Mirage.
Okay. You find yourself at the Mirage.
A park, and I go in.
Okay.
You enter the Mirage. The clusterfuck and looks horrid. What do you do? I was planning on describing these casinos, all this nice Gothic architecture, and all this shit. It all looks horrid. I don't want to add Gothic architecture to this weird mix mash they already got going on.
I mean, that's the problem. Modern casinos don't really have
Singers.
Casinos really don't have Gothic architecture anymore. I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna look around and see if I can find anyone I think either watching me or any signs for what was his name? Montrose?
Montrose.
Montrose. What do you want?
Give me perception alertness.
Yes, sir. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
Okay. You see a rather beautiful looking blonde woman watching you out of the corner of her eye.
Okay. And do I notice anything else that would make it clear that she's a vampire?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna keep watching for a little bit.
Okay. You know, she seems to be a bit disgruntled, and she's now looking at you a bit more observantly.
Okay, I've noted. Has she blinked at all? Breathe?
She's
Anything
blinking.
like that?
Yep, she's blinking, breathing, as far as you can tell.
Okay, I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna sit down.
Not your kind? Most would go gaga for this.
I'm not sure if I know what you mean.
What? You don't find this attractive? The woman looks down.
Is the voice not matching the body at all?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
So it matches.
Active.
I guess. I'm sorry for not being here sooner.
You're very disappointing.
I'm sorry.
Your friend was already here. I told him, you watch someone pass by, and Montrose turns to him. Smoking, it's a horrible habit. The person looks at him, real scared, and runs off. Your friend was already here. You're looking for a Ravnos kindred. The blood hunt will be put out tomorrow night. Stock up on steaks.
I let out an audible sigh. Do you, the only other bit of information she didn't have, I lean in and say quietly, this is not the first time. There's evidence that this happened at least 15 years ago as well. Maybe more.
That is interesting. As you now leaned in, you can smell Montrose's breath. It's not a thing you want to smell again in the future.
Fair enough.
I'll let the prince know that. If the Ravnos have been sending people who are doing this, or if it's the same one, this person isn't leaving Vegas.
I thought that you would be interested.
Still your job, though. We're giving you first rights to solve it.
Okay, I get up and I go, that price is way too high, and I walk off in a huff.
You walk off in a hump? How the hell does that work?
Find someone better then. You hear the voice shout out back.
Don't worry, I will, and I leave.
The lady, the beautiful woman, walks off. So you're now in the Mirage.
I'm gonna head back, knowing that my partner had come. I head back to my apartment because that's the only place she would know to find me.
Okay. You head back to your apartment. You open the door, and you see Ashley there, staring at a wall. Very fucking weird.
Oh, I see you've been exploring my world, my room.
I had videos and stuff. How long were you here staring at the wall?
Yeah. I'm gonna actually pick up one of these, and I'm going. This is what I watch, and I put one in, and it's an episode of Gundam Wing. This is called a TV, and these are called VHS tapes.
Sorry, sadly you are wrong.
No, it wasn't.
Gundam Wing started airing 1999.
Oh, okay. No,
you put in.
Let's go with
a video of.
You put in Sailor Moon.
Oh, fuck you, no.
Okay, then you put in Robotech.
Fine, Robotech works. I'm looking at my Robotech DVDs right now. This is called Robotech. It's out of Japan.
What's that one with the creepy girl on it? You're kind of weird. Why is that girl in a sailor outfit? Look at those.
Shouldn't Kiri be fucking role playing?
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I should. I just was.
I think Flux has taken the auto role play a little too far at this point.
I know. Yeah, I should, but
no, Kiri, I actually want your reaction.
Yeah.
I turn on the TV and there's two robots essentially duking it out and then turning into fighter planes and shooting at other robots and all. That's what's going on the screen.
So this stuff's popular?
Yeah, more or less.
So, I met with Montrose.
So did I. You apparently forgot to tell him something.
What did I forget to tell him?
That this is not the first time.
I told him that it was at least of those that we could confirm that this was. Oh, you're referring to like how like the period of like every 10, 15 years.
And I pull out the old paperwork that I copied and still in there. Yeah, talking about these, and I slam it on the bed. This stack.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well,
he was very interested to find out this isn't the first time.
Yeah. I kind of got a bit distracted when I saw him.
Okay.
You saw what he looks like, right?
No, he said I was disappointing, and then I pretended that I was hiring a hooker and then left.
I'll just say this: watch Nosferatu.
Oh, you mean those guys? They normally live in the sewers. What are they doing up here?
I'll just say this: I don't think I'd feel comfortable going to the Mirage's female bathroom.
I mean, I don't tend to do that anyway.
If only just for, like, the sake of appearances.
Okay. What time is it, Flux?
All in all, after all this, it's about maybe 2.
Okay.
No, sorry. No, it's about like 3 or coming up on 4.
Okay. We can't do anything until the official call's been
Yeah.
made.
The blood hunt's
So-
coming.
So, I'm gonna go, and I pull out. I look through the numbered VHS and look for the one that's not been numbered yet. I'm gonna go start watching this. You have fun. You could stay. You could go. I don't really care.
What
You
is
can't
it?
do anything else till the next tomorrow.
What's the video?
It's just whatever the what's the date? Whatever the broadcast for Toonami was that day.
Hold on.
Flux has really gotten into this.
I think he just wants a bit of sanity when he saw the insides of the casinos.
Fair enough.
Okay, so currently we're in 1998, which means we sadly missed the Moltar Saturday lineups. So
Oh, I remember that.
they're currently playing. It's
DBZ.
no, it's 3:30. So actually, Toonami isn't showing up yet. It comes on at 4.
No, this is recorded VHS. I
From
set
last
them
night?
up. Yeah, I set them up when I go to sleep.
Okay, so from last night, and it's starting through the whole running.
Yeah, I
Okay,
record the running.
So he does put on Sailor Moon.
Really?
Sailor Moon started at 4.
It did.
DBZ 5. Johnny Quest 5-3.
Let me look at this because I'm not seeing that at all. Fuck you.
Wow, that blonde hair one's kind of annoying.
Oh, so it's June 1st then. It's June or July. Wait, no, June, July, August. Okay, it's almost the end of the year. Okay. Actually, now I got a time frame. Yeah, I don't like that show all that much, but I like the ones after it, and I tend to watch them
Very,
all in
very
order.
mean to vampires.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean, like a teenage girl like that could actually kick her ass. I mean, it's not realistic, but
Yeah, Moon Tiara? When I got like a friggin' Moon Scythe.
you're gonna stay the night. There's like a. Are you gonna go to your haunt?
Screw it, she just wants to see what the fuck this shit is. Because she's confused as hell at what the fuck she's watching. She's never seen anime. And you're confusing somebody, and she wants to know how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Real Adventures of Johnny Quest is at 5:30. Oh, I used to love that show. To just outright, this is not character, but all right, yeah, no, all right, I'll sleep in the chair.
And I got the couch.
No, I got the couch.
Do I have to sleep in the bed with the creepy doll heads?
Okay, seriously.
Okay, fine.
That was a joke.
Alright.
Are you sealing? Should I be worried? I don't remember what they were exactly called, but that tribe isn't really isn't really liked around here. Are you
Ravenous?
okay in the head? Are you seeing things?
I don't know anymore. You're referring to the Ravenous, right?
No, I'm talking about you talking about doll heads in a room with no doll heads.
That's Malkavian, and you know she's not Malkavian.
Yeah.
I hope to God I don't have any of that in me.
You can't. I don't think. Can bloodlines be?
No.
No, you don't know. Okay.
No, they cannot.
Oh no, they cannot. All right. No. You can stay.
I'll stay for.
what time is it?
It's about 4 now.
Okay.
All right.
Uh,
So we are.
we'll go if you. I need to feed a little bit in the beginning of tomorrow night, but I'll be back in a couple hours afterwards. Then we can head out.
I think I'm good on feeding for a bit.
Okay, that's great.
Just quickly.
And I get ready. I close the shutters. I make sure everything's sealed off, and I settle in for watching a couple hours, and then go into bed.
Do you need to feed? You think you go down to 6 by tomorrow night?
Yeah, I'm. Yeah. I'm.
Starting with 7.
No, I had 9. Then I used 1 for the Celicy power. Did I burn 2?
You haven't used any for celerity yet.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh wait, no, yeah, you did. Okay, so well, no, that then you're down to 8 because you used it twice on looking good, but then you got 4 back from people, so you're down to 8.
Okay, then no, I don't need to feed. All right, then. I'll be at 8 in the 8 next night, or 8 right now.
Well, when the clock ticks, when the clock turns over, you lose 1 blood point, so you hit 8.
Okay, I'll be at 8 then tomorrow, so I don't need to feed. All right, all right, no, all right, you whatever, you stay over there, you watch, enjoy. I'm gonna watch and then go to sleep.
Mhm.
Okay. That's what I do.
Yep.
Okay.
And like once it gets to the point where like you'd be waking up, I'd try to keep like a perception and alertness just in case there's like somebody else tries to pin a message in the door.
Okay, make the check. Okay, you don't notice anything.
Okay. So then probably later tonight when we get the call.
You know what's gonna be weird is Red and Zon reading the RPG chat, and when this is done, like, what the fuck did you guys do?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we just. Uh. All right. I need to know this. Is there ammo designed for hunting zombies in this world?
Big zombies?
Yes. I mean, no. Hunting fellow vampire. Vampire.
Not really.
Not really. Okay. Gunshots still could kill a vampire.
It takes a lot more effort. Hello?
Can we say we have stakes, or that's something you're gonna make us get?
I think we'd have to get that.
Would you like to have steaks? Are you a person who would have had steaks?
Probably. Because
then you
I
have
would have.
steak.
All right. I open my closet. I don't go into the cabinet, and I pull out a box that I have. It doesn't look well used. Ashley can see me doing this if she wants.
Mm-hmm.
I never really have to use this. I never had to before. And I open it, and it's got a couple of wooden stakes in it. What's your specialty in weapons?
I tend to either just punch things or just use my pistol.
Alright, and I throw her a crossbow. Tell me how this feels.
Okay. What roll would I have to do to see how cow feels there? It doesn't feel that bad.
Completely up to you, Dan.
It doesn't feel bad.
It's still considered a firearm, is what I'm saying. It's still. I'm pretty sure it is.
Doesn't feel bad.
All right. And then I throw her a bundle of arrows. How are vampires on silver in this world?
Silver doesn't really fuck with vampires. It's werewolves that mess with them.
All right. Then I there's a bundle still in the box that doesn't come out. Okay, here's the ones for there. Remember, have to aim for the heart if it's gonna stay in.
Okay.
And with that, you see me pull a very large case out of the closet. I open it up on the bed. Inside is a sniper rifle. In pieces.
Ooh. Nice.
Yeah, I was able to offload this. It was supposed to go to one of the SWAT teams, but the paperwork says they have one more than they needed. Well, this one let's just say it disappeared. I load that up. I take that and I put it back. I put it together. I do the thing that hitmen do, where they put the gun together to make sure everything. Yeah, and then I make sure everything puts together correct. And then I take it all apart, put it back in the case. All right. The shotgun's in the trunk, so I don't need to pull it out, and I pull out my Glock. I check it, make sure it's loaded. I put 2 extra clips in a belt clip holster. I make sure my taser is loaded because I used it recently. Go, all right, well.
All right. I take out.
I've only ever done I'm gonna let Flux say it, because Flux. Have me and my sire ever had to go after another vampire? No. Okay. This is the first time I've ever done this. I've been told these are never clean fights. I don't know very much about them, but as you can see, I'm going loaded for bear.
Makes sense.
I'm gonna ask for her gun.
All right.
Let me see your weapon.
All right. I hand him my Smith & Wesson model 4013T.
I want to do a quick look, make sure it's in good working order and everything. What do you want?
It's all right.
All right. All right. There you go. You got ammo for it?
Yeah, I have 5 magazines.
Okay.
That's counting the one that's in it.
All right, I'm pulling out a special trench coat. This one has, you can't see it, but it has a loop for the shotgun. This is one I don't take off. It's clearly not been pulled out of the closet very often. And I say, all right, this is what we're looking for. This is what we're gonna find. And I put on my vest. How do you want to do this? We know what they are. We don't know where they are.
All I know is what they are and where they are, but have we even received the call yet?
How is Blood Hunt notified?
At that moment, you actually get a call on your phone, Neil.
All right, I pick up the phone.
Jack?
Yes?
Blood Hunt has been called on 2 Ravnos in the city.
Thank you.
They are no longer protected by the traditions of the Camarilla.
Thank you. We will seek not to fail you.
Good luck. The phone hangs up.
Yep. Okay.
So,
right.
Do we know where they are?
No, that's what we have to do next. So, I recommend you take that crossbow, and you go see what you can find out. I'm gonna take what I have. I am going to put this rather nice gun away in my car. I'm gonna go down to the station and see what I can find. We may back up in 3 hours.
Okay. Got a question though. Considering how big the crossbow is, do you mind dropping it off at my place? Because me riding with a crossbow on my motorcycle, that's probably gonna get some questions.
You can leave it here if you want. It's just probably a good idea to bring with us.
Yeah. Okay. When we're on the hunt itself, yes. Okay.
All right. I grabbed the crossbow back and I put it back in the box in the closet, and ammo. And I asked for the bolts back.
Yeah. Did you give my gun back?
Yes, I gave you your gun back.
Okay.
All right. So I take the ammo. I put it back. I go, okay. If something happens, It's right here.
Mhm.
And I point to where it is, and then I tell her, all right, good luck. And I
Yep.
I get my badge, I get my Glock, and I head out.
All right.
Okay, as you get in the car, you actually hear the half end of something on the ham radio.
Okay, what do I hear?
I repeat, all units, kidnapping attempt on Garden Lane and Garden Drive. All units respond. Failed
Okay.
kidnapping attempt. Active shootout.
Fuck. All right, I'm gonna yell at her. I'm gonna tell her, all right, we may have them. All right.
Okay.
Get on your bike. Do not. Can you follow me without following me? I mean,
Be like a couple cars behind you.
follow
Okay.
me without making it obvious.
Okay.
And what
Before you
what are
go,
what-
let's get your crossbow.
Yeah, you get that. Just
Yep.
I'm gonna wait here with the car running.
Okay. I'm grabbing the crossbow, all the bolts and the stakes. I'm putting the.
I yell up to her and tell her, there's a satchel up there. It'll make it not obvious that you have a crossbow on your back.
All right. I grab the satchel and I put it in the crossbow into it, along with the bolts and stuff. I zip it up and I put it on my back. If there's like a little mirror that I can look at, how does it look on me? Like, does it look really out of place, or like just some person holding a bunch of stuff?
Looks weird, but no weirder than most people in Vegas.
Okay. I head down to my motorcycle, and
And as soon as she starts heading down, I drive off, making sure that she's behind me, but then not keeping track afterwards.
So that'd be like driving in stealth, I think. Would that be what the role?
It's up to Flux what you have to do to keep up with me.
I mean, you can do that. It's not a max success. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
All right.
Because you know my rolls are going to be low.
All right. We get there. What? I guess you tell us what happened.
You guys drive up to Garden Lane and Garden Drive, and there seems to be there's about five squad cars already there. Lights flashing. You actually see gunshots coming from inside the house, out at the squad cars. Everyone's down by their vehicle. You had to park a bit away and run up to it.
Okay. Before I run up to it, I'm pulling my shotgun from the trunk, and then I'm going up to the nearest one I see. That's ducked behind one of the police cars. And I'll go, "What's the situation?"
We don't know. There was an attempted kidnapping, and when it was trying to stop, the guy opened fired on one of the officers. They got nicked and then quickly got to safety, and now they're holed up in the building.
What's the ETA on the SWAT team?
We don't know. She hasn't given us the exact time. Probably about 10-20 minutes.
And we know there's someone in there besides the shooter.
We think the kidnappee got away, but the kidnapper is just holed up in there and doesn't want to get caught.
Damn. All right. All right. I will try to. I'll say I'm gonna move, and to cover me when you see me move, and I'm going to try and sneak my way as close as I can, to where. How do I? What's the layout of the building? This might actually be time for an impromptu drawn map, if you don't mind. Or you could theater mind it. I don't mind either way. I was like, oh no, Carrie, we have to fight a mountain-sized dragon. We're fucked. I don't care how strong of vampires we are.
Okay.
So, like, I imagine, like, I'm at a corner away from that area, but kind of still facing.
You see Jack talking. You should see me, but you know, I told you to stay back and wait for an opportunity.
So it's like the squad cars kind of set up in kind of a formation. And over at the other end is a large ranch house.
Okay.
Firing out of the windows.
Just that window?
Yeah, so they seem to be.
Okay. I'm going to... In fact, I'm going to actually put my character down.
No, I got your character. Okay. There you go.
I have my accent.
Nah. Sorry, hold on. You need a cape.
Nah. All right. I'm gonna tell him. Cover me if you see I'm in trouble. I'm gonna try and sneak around to the side. And with that, that's exactly what I try to do. I go to the edge of this car. I wait to see if he is he shooting right the second?
Yeah.
All right.
Just
I'm
make
gonna
fires.
I want to look and see count the bullets or whatever it does to see when he stops actually firing.
Okay.
It has to reload.
He seems to fire off like about 24 shots and stops for a few seconds.
Okay, I will
just take some fires back. And
all right, I will wait for the interval where he's reloading to dash up here.
Okay.
I got a question. From my perspective, at least, like I mentioned, I'm at a corner. I'm not right with those guys, but am I at least in an area where I can at least see the person shooting?
You can see the shootout going on. Yes.
All right. What kind of roll would I want to try and see if I can see the shooter himself or herself?
Perception alertness.
Perception. Just perception?
Perception alertness.
Be good, be good.
Okay.
Probably don't see it.
You don't see the shooter. You do notice something, however. Those bullets aren't leaving impacts in the cars they're hitting.
Huh. That's interesting.
I get an intelligence occult check from you.
An intelligence and what? Intelligence and occult?
Yep. Okay. That just seems weird to you.
That's probably something that's concerning, but I don't know.
Unfortunately, we split up, and you can't exactly run up to Jack right now without having one of the officers arrest your ass.
Or trying to escort me out.
Yeah. All right. So, Jack waits for the reload sound and then rushes up.
Okay. Give me an athletics dex. Are you trying not to be noticed?
Yes.
Dex stealth.
Dex stealth. Okay. Fortunately, I have my vest on, so... Oh, yeah!
Okay, you get up there. Shuffle, 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 shuffle.
Okay. Right up
Shuffle,
against
shuffle.
the wall. Oh, no, I'm trying to get on the corner.
Oh, not right in front of the bullets? Damn it.
Yeah, not right in front of the bullets. I'm not being an idiot. All right, I'm right there. Do I see another window right around here?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to... God, I've got to keep up appearances. I'm going to take the shotgun, the butt of it, and I'm going to break the window and see what happens.
Okay, you break the window.
Yeah,
Make
I'm
it
very
fire.
loud.
It's rather loud. Well, you can't really hear it over the gunshot.
All right. And then I'm going to go inside.
Well,
Okay, you go inside. The lights are off inside the room, but it's a nice little cozy ranch house.
well, as he does that, I'm like on the other side of the street, like, so basically I'm not like directly next to it. I'm just running up, just behind, like a bit further. Okay, problem is I can't put my character token down without being right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Way off. I'm like way off to the left here. Not like here, but like
So
it's from the other side of the street. Other side of the street.
You took the long way so the cops didn't see you and are like on the other side of the building.
Yeah. I didn't want to like. I did not want to like be like running over from here up. I want to be like on the other side of the street, so there was at least plausible
Like,
distance.
You took a nice semicircle, maybe went behind a couple other houses and made your way behind the building. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get through.
Okay.
So I'd be like maybe a block further down from where you are.
Yeah, you're trying to work your way there, but you're not there yet.
kind of around them.
Yeah.
Garden Lane actually has another entrance. The neighborhood has another entrance up further down the street. So you can come
Okay.
around behind. Kind of.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the plan.
Okay, gotcha. So we're gonna stick with Nia right now while you're doing that.
All right, I've got the shotgun out in front of me, and I'm sweeping rooms.
Okay.
I'm quickly getting to where the gunshots are coming from, but I'm sweeping rooms mainly.
You see, so you go through the rooms. You go through this was a kind of living room. Go through an entrance hallway, and then you go into the kitchen. You actually see an open drawer that seems to have been hastily opened and stuff taken out of it. And you see the door to the garage open. The door to a kind of a garage back off in the path. Like the garage isn't connected to the house. It's like back behind the house, kind of. And then you come to the room where you're fairly certain the gunshots are coming from.
What do I say?
Do you open the door?
I've got the shotgun in my hand. It's ready to fire, and I creak the door open.
Okay.
And
you see a man shooting his gun out into the crowd, stopping for after 25 shots, doing nothing, and then shooting the gun into the crowd again. That's stopping for after 24 shots, then shooting into the crowd again.
And he's just magically getting bullets. It's not actually, he's not reloading or anything.
He's not reloading.
All right, what do I do to see what's going on? Because that doesn't look right.
Give me an alertness perception, or give me an intelligence occult.
Alertness perception, it will be, because it's the only thing it's the best case scenario for me. Ooh, not great, but not terrible either.
You know he shouldn't have any bullets left. There's no magic that makes bullets appear. He doesn't seem to be doing all the things normal people would do.
All right,
doesn't seem to be breathing. Doesn't seem to be blinking. Doesn't seem to be taking breaths to fire shots.
Is there an object on?
Recall.
In the past room? Was there any objects I could pick up?
Yeah, it's a normal house.
Okay, I pick up something and I throw it at the individual.
Okay. It hits the person. Actually, no. Okay. It goes right through the person.
But
now giving you an automatic success. You know enough about Ravnos that you know they're masters of illusions.
Do I know of any way to dispel the illusions?
Ravnos himself has to dispel them.
Fuck. Alright, so you said the garage is open?
Yeah, the garage is open.
Is the back door open? Is there a back door?
Yeah, the door heading out to the back into the garage is open.
Alright, I'm gonna rush as quick as I can while still checking with the shotgun out the back, ignoring the illusion.
Okay. You actually see what appears to be a duo getting on a bike and
I immediately fire.
Okay.
I immediately shoot. Shotgun, how far away?
They're maybe about 30 feet away.
Let me see.
I think that might just be out of range.
Yeah, that's out of range of the shotgun. It's actually out of range of the Glock. I'm gonna burn a point because this is not something to fuck with.
I'm gonna burn a run and shoot.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn Celice's point to move close enough, and then basically just shotgun blast to the head of the closest one. That Celice lets me do 2 actions as long as I have a point in it, so I can do that one action, get close, and then it's just normal rolls with the firearms. Correct?
Yeah. It would be 2 actions at once, so it would be that you.
Yes, but because I'm using the Celice thing.
Yeah, it's no penalty.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be a run up to him, so dexterity, athletics, and then gunshot, which would be dexterity, firearms, range weapon.
Right. Thought I didn't have to make the dexterity athletics check, but okay.
Dexterity just gives you an extra action with no penalty.
Okay. Ooh, that was the run up.
Okay. You actually stumble in the run up and don't seem to get there in time as the motorcycle starts to take off.
I pull out my pistol and try to shoot.
Okay. Give me a dex ranged weapon. Or what are you trying to shoot at exactly? Shoot them? Shoot a part of them?
Shoot the bike.
Shoot the bike? Or you're shooting
Yes.
at the bike?
I'm trying to shoot the back tire.
Okay. Give me a perception ranged weapon.
Okay. That would be. Ooh, again, not great.
You miss.
Okay. I'm gonna.
At this time, you see Ashley come up behind the house and in her bike, and just as the other bike drives past him.
I point. It's them, and slow them down. I'll join you, and then
All right.
I try.
All right. I start following them on my bike.
Okay. You drive past him.
I'm going to. I just like to take my next few actions before you go to that.
Okay.
Has the shooting stopped at all?
No, it's continued.
Damn. The biggest problem, it's gonna look weird if I come out of the house and it's still shooting. Okay.
If you have like a, oh God, I can't tell you this.
I need to look up what damage actually does in Vampire. Because I may have to fake a gunshot wound here.
You're just gonna shoot yourself?
I'm looking up what damage actually does first.
It drops you a health level depending on how much damage you do. If you want to just shoot yourself, I'll let you drop a health level.
Alright, so -1 would just I'd look hurt, but I don't actually take any.
No, I'm gonna say as a cop, for you to get out of a gunshot fight, you'd have to drop down to injured, which would be 3 health levels.
On my thing, it's bruised, hurt, injured, wounded, mauled,
Yeah,
crippled.
But there's just a no health level, which isn't bruised. The one who walks around just always bruised. So you have to drop down to bruised, drop down to hurt, and drop down to injured. Which you could do if you shot yourself.
Yeah,
And
give
then
me
as you got away, you could heal.
How do you heal in this game? Because I don't know that.
Spend blood.
You what? Oh,
Spend
okay.
blood to heal.
Okay, I will. I don't want to gunshot wound myself. Can I make it look like I was just grazed instead?
Yeah, sure.
What would you bring me down to just for a
That
graze?
put you down to injured. Or no, I already said injured. That puts you down to
Hurt.
yeah, hurt.
Okay, I will fake a grazing, and then I will roll out of the window I came in, and then rush to the side of the car.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell him I couldn't get him. He's barricaded in that room.
We'll just have to hold out till SWAT gets here then.
All right.
We
Well,
can't make any progress up there.
all right. I just got grazed. I'm gonna head back to my car. I got a health kit in there.
Okay.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
You need first aid. Gotcha.
Yeah. All right. And I run off to my car, and then I
Some
get.
video game, Jack. Health kits aren't a thing.
The cops keep first aid kits in their fucking
Gonna
in the
keep
car.
health kits though.
No, sorry, first aid kit. Fine. And I'm gonna rush to the car, and then, which is far enough away, and I get in. And I try to drive off in the direction I saw them going. All right, those are my actions. Kiri turn.
Seems really notice you in a firefight. Okay, Kiri, you're driving after these two Ravnos on their car.
All right, in their motorcycles. All right, as I'm chasing them, I'm going to see if I can like try and reach into the satchel and try and pull out a crossbow bolt. What I'm going to try and do is try and like get it into like the spokes of of the rear wheel.
Okay, no. Kiri does his thing.
You're doing what?
Gonna try and get a cross.
He's gonna try to Indiana Jones this bitch.
Okay, what are you doing, Carrie?
First, would it be possible for me to like reach into the satchel and pull out a crossbow bolt? If I can't do that, then that plan's completely out of the window.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Like, are they like turning towards me to try and shoot at me, or are they just more concerned about just getting it?
Seem to be concerned about getting the fuck out.
Okay. As I'm getting close to one of them, I'm going to try and just jam the crossbow bolt into like the spoke of, of the rear wheel, on whichever one that's closest to.
On their rear wheel?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So you get an automatic success on that, but this bolt breaks off and flies in your face because that's a fucking stupid idea, Carrie. Yeah, how is a crossbow bolt stopping a motorized wheel, bud?
Kiri, for future reference, because I know this is popular in movies, sticking something in a speeding motorcycle spoke, unless it's made of something like solid fucking steel and it's thick, will do jack shit.
I mean, maybe if it's starting up, this is an actively speeding motorcycle that you stuck a stick into, dude.
Oh.
This ain't a like fucking... This isn't a fucking bicycle, dude.
Ow! Ow! Because I'm probably put to bruised, I end up maybe like...
No, it's just a superficial. You know where the rap notes go. Fuck.
Alright. I just get a little bit behind them, so that way they can't just try to start shooting me. So that way, if they're gonna try and shoot me, they're gonna have to, like, kick their eyes off the road.
Okay. You're coming up on a turn. On a, we should probably move back to the map, shouldn't we?
Yeah, probably should.
It's actually a pretty decent beat.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, fuck, no.
I love this. Oh god, no, why are we there? We're sorry, Empire, don't kill us.
No, let's go start playing the... Hold on. Start playing town music, isn't it? Hold on, stop that. Okay. So...
Alright. Alright, as I'm behind them, I'm going to try and just, like, get the satchel off my back while still holding on to it.
Okay. You're coming up on the turn onto Swenson Road.
Onto Swenson.
And you know where once was one motorcycle is now two. They start splitting off into two different directions.
Okay. God. Okay, I'm just gonna try and catch up to the one right in front of me and just try and smack him with the satchel.
Okay.
You have a gun. Sorry.
Okay, continue.
Do I hit him with the satchel?
You have to do an action for that. Do a strength brawl, I guess. As you try to beat someone with your purse.
Strength and brawl?
Yeah. Normally I'd say melee weapon, but this isn't.
That is not a melee weapon.
This is just a fucking brawl. No, you don't hit them. The purse goes wild and flies off. No, you didn't roll that bad.
No.
You miss.
And I get behind, and I just put it back on and reach into my pocket. I'm following one that's going... Alright, I'm gonna follow one of them, unfortunately. You said they both split up, right?
Yeah, right here on Swenson.
Just for the record, because I know this is an active chase, I put my pocket light thing on, so I've got sirens going after I got away from the scene.
Okay.
And I'm booking it. I'm going full speed.
Alright, I at least get my hand into the pocket and at least pull out my gun, but I'm not going to shoot just yet. How many witnesses are there around?
Shit ton of people around. You're on an active street.
Alright, gun stays in the pocket of my jacket then. I'm just following.
Avenue, which is a big state road. So, careful there. It's gonna get a lot worse.
Yeah. God damn it. Bad idea, but I'll use my gun. do I want to shoot the back tire? Because 50-50 shot, it'll probably screw him up and me having to leave Vegas forever.
You can do multiple shots, dude.
I'm going to try and shoot the back tire on this.
Do you have celerity?
I have 2 points in celerity.
Spend a blood point and get two extra shots.
Spend a blood point, get 2 extra, and that would be firearms
Shots
plus. So that's firearms plus dex, I think.
It's gonna be perception because you're trying to aim at something.
So roll this 3 times.
Perception. Yeah, roll. Firearms perception. Is that? No, there's no way that's your firearms. No.
Yeah, there's no way that's your firearms plus
Usually.
perception.
No, I really just badly typed it in.
Okay, yeah. It's like there's no way you have a 1 and a 1 in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's perception plus firearm.
So you're trying to do 6 D10s. I take from that. Yeah, there you go.
And it's 3 shots.
Okay. Do the last one.
I mean, he
Okay.
got the first and the
Your first one hits, but it hits the kind of rear back of the motorcycle. Your second one misses and goes wide. Your last one pierces the tire of the motorcycle, and it
All right.
skids. It's actually. I don't know enough
if
about
they were
motorcycle.
going full out, that's
Yeah.
a crash. That's
This is
it.
bad. Yeah. Yeah. They crash. Right as they hit into Tropicana Ave, they go wide and swerve and actually hit an ongoing truck.
Oh shit!
And the truck continues going for about half a second before coming to a screeching stop. And so there's a stopped truck, which appears to have some flaming stuff on the front of it. You've caught up by now, Neo.
God.
First thing I notice at the truck, what do I see? Do I see wreckage of a motorcycle?
Yeah, you see burning wreckage of a motorcycle.
Do I see any sort of ash?
You see a shit ton of ash. You see at least 2 people's worth of ash.
I walk up to Ashley and I pat her on the back. I say, "Nice shot," and then I go up to the truck driver and flash my badge. Sir,
They came out of nowhere. I didn't
where
do
are they, sir? What happened? I can see the motorcycle.
I was just driving and they fucking ran into me. I didn't do.
Who?
he's kinda-
And I pull him out of the truck and I show him there's nobody there. I just see a motorcycle. Where did they run to, sir?
I don't know. I didn't see anything. The motorcycle hit me. I tried to hit on the brakes. The man seems to be in shock. My airbags went off.
I get back to
didn't
my
see
car. I get back to my car and I get on the radio. Active. Where was the exact location of the active shooter?
Garden Lane and Garden Drive.
Okay. Active shooting at Garden Lane, Garden Drive. Saw suspicious individuals driving off. There has been a wreck at, we were at,
Swenson and Tropicana.
Swinson and Tropicana. Seems to be related, not sure. Driver is in need of medical attention of a truck. No location known of people on motorcycle. And I hang it up.
Okay. So, Ashley, Jack's doing his detective stuff. What are you doing right now?
I immediately just put my gun away. I was with Jack. My gun was back in the pocket. I just go right into his car, and I just sit down and just try and look as small as possible.
Okay, Jack. You start taking like statements and stuff. doing
No, I'm
detective
gonna wait.
stuff,
I'm gonna
right?
wait for the first black and white to show.
Okay. This is it takes a little bit, maybe about 5 minutes. The
Right.
response.
I'm gonna tell. I'm
okay,
gonna flash the detective badge and say, "All right, take his statement. find a way to impound that piece of broken metal there, I'm gonna go drive down these streets and find out if there's anybody looks injured or hurt walking down. Got it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, and I get in the car and I take off.
Okay.
And I start driving down like I'm going, and I keep going, and I head to the Mirage.
Okay.
With Ashley in the car too.
That was way too loud, wasn't it?
No one saw shit. No one saw that. No one saw the bike leave from those cops at the front. No one saw what happened to those two, but yeah, that was too loud. But it wasn't a disaster.
Should I hide my gun in your glove pocket? In your glove box?
Fine, you can hide it in there.
Yep. Also, here's your satchel back.
Yeah, did I see any of his throw in the satchel
No,
or
you
anything?
didn't see any of Ashley's shame.
Okay. Well, it's too bad it didn't come useful. Wait, why? And I open the satchel.
What happened?
Why is the crossbow dented? And I look to Ashley. I go, what did you do?
They tried to run me off the road, so I had to defend myself, and that was the only thing I had on hand.
And then Ashley reaches over like he's reaching between her legs, but not really, and he pops open the glove box. And he just points while he's driving and keeping an eye on the road. What was that about having nothing else to defend yourself?
At the time, he was right there. I would have had to reach into my pocket to get to it. It's just that we were right next to each other, and he tried to hit me, so I thought, damn it, I'm just gonna try and hit him back.
Okay. I tell her to be quiet, and I get on
Don't
the
need
radio.
to tell me twice.
I get on the radio. No sign of suspects down alleyways. For what was it? For wreck at Tropicana and blah blah blah. Heading back to station. Can't find anything. Whatever the call signs are, you know what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
I'm covering my ass while I'm still not at the scene. And I continue driving on to the Mirage.
Okay. You come up to the Mirage.
I say, you go in first. He seems to like you more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Probably because he knows he can freak me out.
Okay.
So,
The valet comes up to your car. They lean over near the window.
I close the glove box.
Not me, the prince.
Okay. And then I go, thank you. And I start driving. What time is it right now?
It's about 1.
All right. And I start heading to the Prince.
Okay. It takes you about 45 minutes, actually an hour to get to the Prince. The Prince is rather far out of Vegas. I suspect that might be why Montrose runs most of the Vegas stuff.
Fair enough. All right. I park the car, and I get out, and I say, all right, clean yourself up, and I clean myself up, and
I'll try to clean myself up as best as possible.
and I knock on the, we walk up and we knock on the door.
Okay, well you're currently outside in front of the gate.
Okay. Is there like a buzzer or anything?
Yes, there's a buzzer.
I push the buzzer.
Come in.
And
the door opens.
Okay, you go in.
Okay, drive your car in and park.
Yes.
And walk up to the door.
Knock on the door.
The door is open. You see the same butler there. Good evening, sirs.
We need to speak with
Prince Benedict.
Belmont.
No, it's not Belmont. It's Prince Benedict.
Benedict. Sorry, I don't know why, but my brain likes Belmont when this. I think it is the Castlevania.
The Belmonts here.
Let's say I didn't say that because that's weird. Benedict, please.
Benedict.
Benedict.
Yes, right this way. He leads you to the kind of guest chamber. You see Benedict there. He's now dressed in kind of a silk smoking gown.
Is there a place to sit for us, or is it just like a? Are we talking about a personal office, a bed?
Kind of like a kind of a lounge. He points at kind of two chairs.
All right, and I go sit down.
I had to take a seat.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Good evening, Prince. We
Our issue has been taken care of, but not as quietly as we would have liked.
What happened?
Well, as we were actually leaving, loading up for bear, gonna go for the hunt, we on my radio came in active shooting situation, an attempted kidnapping. It seems like for some reason, I don't know how they failed. Maybe they were spooked. Maybe they somehow found out they were no longer under protection. I don't know. One of them had set up an illusion that was shooting continuously at fellow officers. When I went in, I took me a little while to figure out it was an illusion, but once I did, I immediately went to the back. Unfortunately, I was not able to subdue there right there as they drove off on a motorcycle, and then I point to Ashley and say, from this point on, she should continue this tale.
Right. Initially, I decided to try and tail them to figure out like where exactly they were going, and eventually closing in on them. They ended up going onto Svensson Avenue, and it was on that route where I just decided to try and take the shot to take them out, and managed to fire and shot the back tire out from their motorcycle. Though considering how fast we were going, they just kept going very much, and they ended up crashing into an oncoming 18-wheeler that was going up from Tropicana. So, at least from what we could tell, there was at least 2 people's worth of ash in addition to the wreck. So, unless somehow they could fake their death with powerful illusions like that, I suspect that they are dead.
We'll have to go off the assumption they're dead. Most Ravnos don't have that kind of ability to fake their own deaths, especially after a car accident.
Yeah.
I tried to cover the tracks as best I could. I got the driver out of the car. I made him see the scene, noticed that there was nobody on it. I called in a accident call. I told the officer to take his statement. I told them to box up the wreckage, and then I proceeded to fake that I was going down the alleyways to see what I could find. On the way here, I called in that I could not find anything. Suspects are still at large, and we proceeded here.
Well done, then. You two have solved your job and earned a place in the kindred of Las Vegas.
Is there anything else we can do to assist you, Prince Benedict?
That's all. Enjoy your own life. If need
Thank
be, I'll call back upon you.
Mm-hmm.
For now, just follow the rules of the Camarilla and the rules of Vegas.
We will.
And with that, I give a respectful nod, get up, and proceed to leave.
Okay.
I give a nod as well and head out.
You two stride proudly out of the prince's room into the hallway, out of the doors, into your car, and drive off into the gothic world of Empire of Las Vegas. Well done. Kind of fucked up my ending narration there, but yeah. Shut up.
I'm sorry.
This is actually a fun game.
Oh, it's not bad. It reminds me of Spy RPG, except better of course,
More
better.
mechanics and rules.
Yeah, more mechanics.
RPG had a problem where it was very open. You
Yeah.
didn't really know what you could do and whatnot.
It's not bad. I would welcome doing this again if we needed to do something and Sovic's still not ready to take over DMing.
Mm-hmm.
We might move somewhere else from Vegas. I don't know about Vegas.
Yeah.
Kinda
You,
weird.
you had this idea that there was all going to be like these grand gothic casinos.
I
and
don't
everything.
like these fucking casinos.
And then suddenly you finally got to look at the pictures and you're like, oh my god, what is this horrible place?
The Malkavians, god damn it.
I really like how I played my character. I felt like it was true to actually being a cop. I really did. I think I did it well. I'm actually looking for anything you guys
did
think
good.
I could.
I thought I did good as well.
You did good too, Carrie. We need to talk about your attempts to stop a car, but you did good.
Well, let's be honest, mental was the dub stat.
Well, I mean, again, part of your biggest problem, Kiri, is you didn't realize you really don't let your blood level get hungry. That is a no-no.
It's not my fault I got a bad roll to start with.
Especially Babruha. Flux, how did you have? How was you? Bleh.
You guys did good. I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Mm-hmm. I expect.
Maybe two Bruja were a bit close, but yeah, good.
I gotta admit, I liked it when I managed to get you guys laughing at the Weekend at Bernie's thing planned.
Yeah. No, I was expecting that. I've been expecting that from the start of the Flux saying I want to play Vampire. I didn't know who was gonna do it. I didn't know if I was gonna do it, but I knew one of us was gonna fuck up and have to pretend a corpse was alive.
Yep. Somehow, I imagine that probably is a much more common occurrence in this universe than people would expect. Yeah, this was fun.
Good job, everyone. The first game of Vampire.
AM said we souped and no one died. Well, none of us.
If we play again, I might force us to switch to the 20th anniversary rules. Really, they made some changes and made things a lot better.
Okay.
Okay, will you please bring it downstairs and put it on the table? Okay. No, that's